Hello, welcome back to the Home Safety Hotline, where we keep your home safe. And you've got to keep the line hot because I'm not really here to, I'm not here to wait on you, buddy. All right. There's a DLC for this game. My heart rate. First off, the audio is my accent's a little messy because my gums are swollen. My heart rate is a little bit high, but that's just a normal thing that happens. My wife sent me a very cute picture. So we're gonna be playing the DLC today because there's a DLC called the Seasonal Worker, which this came out like a while ago. But I didn't want to do two back-to-back sessions of Home Safety Hotline. I thought maybe taking it like slow would be better, and I think it's good because this game has a lot of reading in it. Texting wife is part of the setup. You know what? It is true though, right? The setup for the streams are always like, I need a moment to text my wife, let her know how I'm feeling about her, let her know like what's like going on, like. Because I don't want her to be like stuck somewhere and just waiting. What is this? Unemployment immunity. Wait, what? How do I know if it's checked or if it's unchecked? Is that checked or is it unchecked? Okay, so that's checked. Okay, so if there's a button inside, it's checked. I kind of wish... Why do people keep experimenting with UI? Why can't you just make it a check mark, man? I'm used to that. Don't add a button. We want to see this as if it was raw. I want to see this as a raw game. I want to know what's going on. Am I dyslexic? Wow, that is a lot easier to read. Does it change for all of you too, or is it just me? It does change. Okay, so sorry, I wasn't really sure. I was like, oh my god, is it that pronounced? Is it supposed to be that pronounced? So I don't know anything about the Seasonal Worker. I thought there would be a little, I don't know, cutscene, but looks like the exact same intro, but with a more Christmas theme, which makes sense. Now, there's all kinds of seasonal call center jobs, right? There's even a job where you get to pretend to be Santa's helper. So you can call and be like, "Hi, Santa, where's my present?" And you can be like, "Sally, you've been a naughty girl this year. Santa's going to give you coal, and your parents are getting divorced." No! So I wonder if that's along the lines of this. But also, I want to see where they take this concept of the monsters in your home for the winter time. Because this game is all about monsters that are close to you. I'm now Rebecca. I'm someone else new. With human DNA. Okay, good. So I'm now Rebecca. What happened to the other... Who was I last time? It's because the last person became a part... now they're a junior supervisor. That's why. Hello. Welcome back. Rebecca. All of us here at HSS are grateful, ever grateful for your annual service during one of our busiest and most vital work weeks. Well, we only get to experience your talents for 1 week every year, which wants you to know you are highly valued here, an important member of the HSH family. Best of luck this year, Rebecca. We're all counting on you. She comes back for employment? Like, what? You know, I've always wondered about these jobs, right? These seasonal jobs. Because it's like, how do people make enough money to sustain themselves on a seasonal job? And then also... what about the people from beneath the soil? Do they not care about the fact that... I guess it makes sense. Remember when we were exploring 8800 Blue Lick Road? And there was just an office building where normal people were there. But the reason why the building was abandoned was because it was a front for a smuggling operation. It's probably the same thing. Like, just because you're doing crime doesn't mean you can't pay your taxes. Like, you need to do your business. Because if the IRS can catch the mafia, the IRS are going to catch you. Rebecca! Dog! I heard you were back in the office today. You aren't gonna forget about coming to say hi to your best pal from Rodney from IT, are you? I know you wouldn't dare forget. Remember, I got serious dirt on you, dog. Some of us actually remember last year's Christmas party. XD. Anyway, glad to have you back, sis. See you around. First off, that's fucking weird. I don't know. Why would you do that? Like, why? What? I got some serious... If somebody said this to me, I would forward this to HR and said, look, I only sucked 3 dicks on Christmas... during the Christmas party. It's fine. Everyone had a good time. I'm spreading love for the Christmas season. I don't want someone to black... This is worse than whatever I could have done. This is worse. Unless I maybe murdered someone, okay? This is worse. This is... Aside from murder, this is worse. Daily Twilight Report. Phenomena first sight in Nunavut. for context, I'm Canadian. I feel like I've just been punched in the face. Holy shit! Oh, wow. Wait. Whoa. Whoa. It's like hearing any reference to like a Canadian locale is like holy fuck. Us? Me out and about? Really? Boats? Oh man, that's great. A phenomenon first cited in Nunavut. Phenomena first sighted in Nunavut approximately 400 hours. Estimated proximity is around 300,000 miles, or 482,803.2 kilometers. Current risk profile, low to moderate. HSH Observatory. Somebody wants to collaborate. What does this mean? I'm scared to press this. I'm invited to join the stream. Okay, just we're gonna assume that it's fine. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm scared to press accept because somebody told me that turns on the webcam. This is a weird day. I don't know what's gonna happen here. I'm scared to click. Let's just pretend. Sorry, my friends. I'm at work. I'm currently at a call center. You have to do a job. Let's go do a job. I have to take these calls. 3 days until Christmas. Oh, wait. How many days? How long is the Advent calendar? On the day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. Here we go. Look. I like you knocked and then you came to look. Hello. Did you know that the button causes you to turn on your webcam? Which is weird. It's why I'm scared to click accept. Animation. Oh look, it's the same monsters, but now there's new ones, chat. Look. There's even antler growths. Look. Oh, this is weird. Look. Yeah, this is what happens in Canada. Oh. Ooh. Welcome to the Safety Hotline. Hey! Carol!
It's good to have you back in our employ, Rebecca.
How are you,
Thou
Carol?
art a lifesaver every season, and thy yearly return is appreciated as always.
Thank you, Carol.
Of course, have no need to tell you how things work here, but I will remind you that we are hosting our annual office Christmas party again the day after Christmas. It would please me to see you there. We're all counting on you, Rebecca.
I thought she would say it would please us. Because it's like the whole idea of like being like an older, but also being like a connected being of those beneath the like soil. Carol, I forgot about the ways that you treated me poorly. So now, Carol, I'm actually happy to see you, because from what we learned last time, right? See, because the last character that we were was beneath the soil, and now we have relations with the people there. Welcome to Home Safety Hotline. How can I help you?
Can you send over an electrician? Our lights keep flickering off, and we're trying to get our Christmas tree ready for when our folks arrive.
Yes. They're trying to get your Christmas tree ready for when your folks arrive. All right, Gerald. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. You don't even need to worry about the lights. You better worry about that Christmas dinner, buddy, because it's not gonna be done by the time. If you're busy trying to deal with some lights, leave the lights to us, and you put the food on the table. But keep the line safe. We'll keep your homes hot? What did I say before? What's my tagline again? DLC. Yes, I just started out. I did just start out. Mr. Gerald is first in my list. Now, I think we all are aware of what this game is, and the game pretty much alludes to it. But I wonder what happens if you play this for the first time. I also want to see what is this? What is a cheer level? And what does it mean? Like, what is a cheer level? And also, what happened at the Christmas party? I've never seen a good Christmas party in my life. I've never seen a good corporate Christmas party. Every time I've seen a corporate like Christmas party, I've always wanted to be home with my family. And that's why I never go. I went one time because my wife, she was like, you have to go at least once. You have to be a normal human being. So I went. And then I went to go hang out at the Christmas party. And I stayed for like an hour. And I was like, actually, I forgot something at home. I'll get it. I'll be right back. I never came back. And they all said like, hey, man, it was so fun last night, right? Because everyone was like hammered. And I was like, yeah, really fun. I really love the Christmas stuff. He's like, yeah, it was so good with all the drinks. And was my old manager was telling me once about a Christmas party, how he found his manager and another manager having sex in the washroom, and they were both married. Pretty interesting stuff. I will understand. Will I understand? Is there gonna be sex in the washroom too? Now, now that I know that this game is Canadian, because it mentioned the lights over Nunavut, I want to let you know, antler growths are real. The reason why deers look like the way that they are, because they're infected. Every single deer is born infected. It's why the bucks grow these beautiful antlers, because these are living beings that grow from their skull. And that's why they die so soon, because the antlers take over the body. So next time you see a pair of antlers, just know that you're next. Antler growths are a family of fungi known for growing in tall antler-like arrangements, most often seen growing on decomposing humans or mammals. Sufficiently large growths. By the way, this is the kind of thing that people would make up because they've never seen a deer in their life, or like a moose. Sufficiently large growths can then often induce a mode of movement in their hosts. That's terrifying. Okay. Antler growths are not dangerous on their own, but the wounds they induce in their chosen host can often result in hazardous behavior towards living creatures in its vicinity, such as clawing, grabbing, or biting. To prevent antler growths from occurring during decomposition, it is advised to burn the remains of the deceased, or to otherwise bury the deceased at least 6 feet beneath the soil to ensure maximum safety from potential hazardous behaviors. You ever dug a 6-foot hole, chat? Like, I want you to think about this. If you're 6 feet, look at yourself in the mirror and think of how deep you have to dig. If you're not 6 feet, look up. If you're over 6 feet, look down. Okay? Somewhere, you're going to realize how tall this hole is. It's going to be really hard, no matter what you do. And only the people above 6 feet think it's not that much of a deal. Wait until they try it. Avalanches. Why is there an audio sample? There was a movie about an avalanche where it was dealing with the family's relationship after the avalanche. And the reason why it was like that was because the family was eating. 2 kids, wife and husband. So, sort of like the nuclear family. Eating at the dinner table on a balcony at a ski resort. Avalanche is coming. Husband says it's not that big of a deal. Other people are starting to run out, but the husband says it's fine. Don't even worry about it. Last second, as the avalanche is about to hit them, everyone panics and realizes, oh, it's actually coming for us. It's sort of the reality that, like, people aren't aware that these dangers can hurt you, because I think we've become too accustomed to being safe, never realizing that these things could potentially hurt you. But what happens is that then they start to run away. But the funny thing is that the wife takes care of the kids and is like, honey, the husband just bolts it, leaves all the kids behind, leaves the wife behind. They make it out alive, but the movie deals with their relationship afterwards. And it's like, okay, what do you do at that point? Like, what do you do knowing that your partner left you for dead in a situation like that, okay? I would never do that. I think I would die for my family compared to, well, for my wife. I would die for my wife and my dog. I die for my wife and my dog before anything. But if you ever see an avalanche, I get the point, and I get the reason why people are terrified of it. It's like a wave. It is a massive wave rolling towards you. And I've only ever seen one from a far way away. So to see it rolling towards you at this, like, massive pace, just running down at you, I can see why stories and myths form in older times about these natural phenomena. Because when you don't have the science to explain it, it really does look like an act of some supernatural being. Avalanches are large quantities of rapidly moving snow, usually occurring in steep sloped environments, such as mountains or hills. Homeowners experiencing an avalanche often report shaking, thunderous sounds coming from above, or sudden burials. What do you mean homeowners? Who's living... why am I even questioning this? I live in Canada. Avalanches are highly dangerous to most mammals or humans caught in their wake, as direct impact will often instantly crush or maim soft-bodied creatures. Very true. It's a bit like water. If it moves fast enough, it's a bit like a... Again, we have water lasers, or like water cutters, where it uses water, high jets of water to like cut things, cut through steel. It just ends up happening that, like, a solid is a solid, no matter if it's a liquid or like which is like a semi-solid, not really, but kind of, but not really, or something else. It's still a solid, basically, and it's gonna hurt like hell at high speeds. Avalanches can also quickly bury or blockade entrances or windows to a home, burying those inside and potentially leading to asphyxiation. At the first sign of an avalanche, homeowners are advised to stay indoors, preferably away from windows, and wait for the avalanche to pass. If buried, homeowners are advised to make contact if possible and wait to rescue. Homeowners can increase their chance of survival by refraining from burning away precious oxygen via starting fires or screaming. Yeah, apparently you need to dig out like a small hole ASAP to give yourself space, and you need to get to the surface as fast as you can. But you need to dig a very small hole so as to not cave yourself in further, because you don't know how like deep you are underneath. You could be under feet of snow, like multiple feet. And you only have so much oxygen, so you need to calm down basically before you die. But you will almost always asphyxiate. What's unfortunate about this game too is that I shouldn't be playing this game today because my jaw is still swollen. So I'm sure hearing this must sound very, very nice to you. What is a clock? Description. Clocks are large circular stone formations known to appear around homes during the winter. Homeowners with clock often report clear skies, a feeling of instability and sinking. Clock are highly hazardous to homes and their inhabitants as the ground in the center of the formation will gradually sink lower until a deep pit is formed, damaging a home's foundation in the process and preventing homeowners from leaving. Cock. Yeah, I was in my head. I was trying really hard not to say cock. I was trying extremely hard not to. The solution: homeowners wishing to prevent damage to their home are advised to seek the aid of the ones conducting the clock. What? Bringing in either an offer of gold or their firstborn child. If no negotiations are possible, it is advised to leave the home as soon as possible. Wow. So this is a targeted action. This should be considered a crime and not necessarily a supernatural effect. This feels like it needs the police more than me, right? But also, I think a long time ago somebody promised me their firstborn child. And I think they're going to have their child soon. So I'm going to try to cash in on their firstborn child. Dwarves! Okay, they don't look as cool as the ones in Lord of the Rings. They actually look terrifying. Description. Dwarves are small, rock-like creatures known for creating and living in underground burrows, sometimes extending their territory into human homes. Homeowners with dwarf infestations often report increased heat in their homes, clattering or banging sounds, and finding rubble or holes in basements or cellars. The danger: dwarves are harmless to most mammals with their diet consisting mostly of insects, soil, and rocks. Dwarves' burrowing activities can often cause foundational problems or structural damage to a home, however. The solution to dwarves can be dissuaded from tunneling into a home by placing clippings of parasitic plants, such as mistletoe or rattles, in or around cellars and basements. Active infestations should be handled by HSH's Pest Control Services. Alright, so the Rumpelstiltskin. Alright, buddy, coming into my basement. Elves! Oh my god, I don't think these are Santa's elves. Elves are humanoid creatures with pointed... I see it, with pointed ears. Oh my god. That often inhabit large-scale human social gatherings under the guise of being forgotten friends, family, or acquaintances. Oh my god. They're like skinwalkers. Homeowners who have made direct contact with elves often report headaches, nausea, or lightheadedness. Oh my god. Like skinwalkers. With the danger: humans are known to lower the immune response of humans they come into direct contact with, often leading to the contracting of a variety of illnesses, resulting in long-term hazardous or fatal consequences. So they spread CVID, like CVID? What? Solution: to prevent or minimize contact with elves, it is advised that homeowners do not interact with anyone they do not recognize as social functions. So true. You know what? These don't even have to be real, and I give you the same advice, okay? The same advice holds today. I advise everybody not to interact with anyone they don't recognize as social functions. Stay in your own lane. Get in the corner, just enjoy the vibes, but don't bother socializing. It's too much work. Especially those that claim to have a history or personal connection with them. It is also advised to keep social functions to a minimum, or to closely supervise the attending parties to prevent unwanted intrusions. Oh. If somebody walked into your party, right, and was like, hey, can I join in? Would you let them? I think I would. I would do it once. Actually, it's funny. There's a Canadian story about this. There was a flight that I think had to do with emergency landing because of like a very heavy wind. They landed somewhere in like Canada, And what happened was that they were all stranded. No, it wasn't a flight. It was a bus. It was a bus during one of our tornadoes, because we have tornadoes in the Canada fairly often. And what happened was that the bus couldn't go because they were going to like die. But the homes were safe. It wasn't strong enough to lift the homes. But like a car isn't really rooted, right? So what happened was this Canadian home, just took them all in to hang out. So they hung out for the entire day, waited for it to like pass, and then they all drove home after. It was a really cool time. I'm pretty sure that's the story, but all I know is that Canadians are elves. False carolers. Ah, here we go. Oh, he's on the cover image. Here we go. Ooh. I don't like the sound of that. False carolers are flocks of feathered humanoid creatures draped in many layers of clothing that are known for their pleasant singing vocalizations and for approaching the entrances of homes after dark. Homeowners afflicted by false carolers often report sounds of singing, missing neighbors, or large feathers appearing around neighborhood doorsteps. Don't you dare worm jam this. That wasn't singing. Look, I'm gonna do side by side, okay? On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. What are the lyrics? A partridge in a pear tree. It doesn't even sound the same. Whoa. Here we go. Okay, look at this. Description. Homeowners afflicted by false carolers. Wait, did I read it already? I'm being afflicted by... Okay, there's a memory wish in my home, because I don't know if I read that yet. Homeowners afflicted by false carolers often report sounds of singing, missing neighbors, or large feathers appearing around neighborhood doorsteps. The danger that they pose. False carolers pose a very direct threat to humans and animals, as they're known to carry away anything that comes close enough to them, to their nesting grounds, to feed their young. If false carolers are expected to be present in the neighborhood, all homeowners in the affected area should stay locked inside their homes until sunrise. Solution. As long as their chosen feeding grounds remain fruitful, false carolers will return to the same feeding grounds each night. Most false carolers will move on to other territory after a few consecutive nights of unsuccessful hunts. For more persistent infections, it is highly advised that you utilize HSH's pest control services. I love how the solution for this is, don't get eaten. If your neighbors get eaten, you still might get eaten. So tell your neighbors, tell everyone that you know not to get eaten. If anybody gets eaten, you have to suffer for it. It's like a reverse RPG. Like in an RPG, right? You get stronger as the player. In a reverse RPG, every time a player dies, the monster gets stronger, and now you have to deal with the monster. That'd be kind of a cool concept. Wait a minute. I'm writing this down. I need to write this down. Oh my god, I need to write this down. Okay, reverse RPG game, but where the monsters can level up too, depending on how they kill the play, on who they kill, right? Because how come in RPG games, like imagine JRPG roguelike, if you die, the monster that killed you gets stronger and stronger and stronger. And so actually one of the strategies to beat the game is you have to feed a specific monster to get up to a higher level, to get more levels in an earlier zone. I'm a genius. I'm a fucking genius. A fucking JRPG roguelike where you feed the monsters your blood to make them stronger, to then farm them in a later life. Hey! Oh my god, a forgotten boggart. It's just there. Hey, you know what? I have Iron Mouse emotes too. Look, here, I got Iron Mouse. Big brain. I can't spell her name. I don't know why her name is impossible to spell for me. Forgotten boggarts are a wild, roaming subspecies of boggart that are untethered from memory. They are known to dwell in uninhabited outdoor locations such as forests or mountains, until they find new homes with those capable of witnessing and discussing them. Homeowners that have attracted a forgotten boggart often report strange sightings, an obsession with discovery. The danger. Forgotten boggarts are homeless to those unaware or indifferent to their existence, but are at risk of inhabiting the homes of those with an interest in discovering them and discussing them, thereby increasing the risk of hazardous activities such as flooding, fires, or electric outages. I only have gamer. I only have the gamer emote streamer. To be fair, it's a very nice emote. That and gamers. The solution to the forgotten boggart. It is advised homeowners do not dwell on the possibility of nearby forgotten boggarts, any forgotten boggart sightings, or any thoughts of forgotten boggarts to prevent them from inhabiting one's home. Never speak of a forgotten boggart. Boggart doesn't sound like a real word anymore. Like before, the name boggart sounded real, but it's like when you say a word too many times, it sounds fake now. There's a lot of things. Look, there's so many different entries now. And we still have all the old entries. So this one, Geralt's problem, actually deals with an older entry, which I think is a boggart. Well, warlock! Hey. Hey, you. Come over here. Hey. I got a magic spell for you. You want to see a cool magic trick, kid? Hey. I can turn wood into fire. You want to see this shit? Come to my cave. I'll show you a magic spell. You want lightning? I can make sparks. These two rocks? This here's my sparking rock. Hand me my crack pipe. Mountain warlocks are humanoid creatures resembling elderly human men. They are known to lie dormant in the high elevation domains until the winter solstice. Upon waking, their thunderous vocalizations can be heard from miles around. Homeowners affected by mountain warlocks often report echoes, rumbling, shaking, or occasionally avalanches. Mountain warlocks are highly territorial and pose a direct mortal danger to any humans or animals that settle or wander near their domain. Their earth-shaking incantations can additionally cause severe damage to a home's foundation. Mountain warlocks cannot be safely removed by human force, but due to a severely dangerous presence, it is highly advised that homeowners utilize HSH's pest control services as soon as possible. There's two things that sort of come to mind here. One, I love that the creator of this game imagines a warlock always as just this naked dude. It's just this like dude who's just ragged, has like no clothing, just lives in the most weirdest places, and just speaks to you in tongues. Just clicks their tongue and then like things happen. In D&D, warlocks are like Will from Baldur's Gate. I'm not even kidding you. A warlock in D&D is like Will from Baldur's Gate 3. A warlock in Home Safety Hotline is your average crackhead. Like it's actually pretty impressive the dichotomy between these two people. Two, I never really realized this, but it's only hitting me now, right? Before I thought, oh, capitalistic desires, the need to make money. But then I realized something. How strong is the Home Safety Hotline, and how good is their team that they're able to dispel any issue whatsoever? Because mountain warlocks cannot be contained by human force, but the HSA's pest control services can get rid of a warlock, presumably by any manner, maybe even killing them. How strong are the ones beneath the soil that they basically command all other creatures within their domain, which seems to be everything above the soil, which seems to be Earth as a whole? Pine sprites. I see it. Look, its little face. It's like a stick bug, but worse. To the wing. Description. Pine sprites are a small green subspecies of sprite known for inhabiting pine trees. Homeowners with pine sprites often report rustling sounds or finding pine needles and sap in strange places. I forgot that I had that emote. It's so small. It's so small. Pine sprites are harmless if left to their own devices, though their behavior can turn hazardous if their home is disturbed. They've been known to sometimes cause fires or electrical shortages when electrical devices such as lights are introduced to their homes. Oh, maybe it's a pine sprite, and maybe it's not a boggart actually. Pine sprites can keep their chosen homes for their entire 160 to 180 year lifespans, so it's advised to avoid disturbing them by refraining from decorating any trees they have inhabited. Homeowners may also choose to safely relocate an inhabited tree away from their home by utilizing HSH's pest control services. Well, you know what? I paid for the tree, motherfucker, so I'm gonna use the goddamn tree. It's my tree. You know how expensive Christmas trees are? Somebody's gonna cut that thing down. Red Nose. Oh, look, it's Red Nose. It's Clifford, the red-nosed dog. Red Nose is a seasonal illness characterized by the primary symptom of a red berry-like growth emerging from the mammalian proboscis, the nose. Most commonly occurs in wild animals, becoming chance for the humans via the spores it releases once blossomed. Danger. Red nose, while painful during the growth stage, is generally harmless to humans and animals alike with proper rest and care. Solution. Red nose will go away on its own after it has blossomed. To prevent red nose from spreading, it is advised to quarantine the affected individual until blossoming has passed. This would hurt so much. I imagine what this feels like is like a pimple that you can't pop. It's a pimple, but like the ones that like hurt. So you accidentally, let's say you get itchy. This happens to everyone. You get itchy, you forget that there's a pimple on your face, so you scratch it, and then it hurts you. And you're like, ow. Sinking foundation. I don't think this is a monster. I think this is just... See, so far we've been faced with the horrors of the supernatural. Now we are faced with the horrors of an inept civil government that leads to sinking foundations and structural problems in the home. It's like, wow, this game got really real all of a sudden. Oh man, I feel so good about this. It's like that house. What house? What house are you talking about? From the cartoon, maybe. From the cartoon? Wait, what cartoon? What cartoon? Is that something that we watched? Do I have... Maybe I do have memory loss. To be fair, I don't even know what I ate last time, so maybe it's not possible for me to remember every time. Sinking foundations are structural problems in a home's foundation, with a wide variety of causes that can lead to homes becoming damaged over time, or eventually sinking and collapsing entirely. Homeowners experiencing sinking foundations often report cracks in the walls or ceilings, uneven floors, or drains not working properly. Maybe it's alive in its teeth. Oh, maybe it's alive in its teeth. Oh! Wait, from the cartoon movie. I know what you're talking about. Monster House. You're talking about Monster House? Are you talking about Monster House? The movie Monster House? How famous is this movie? How come everyone knows this movie? I didn't know this movie until my wife showed it to me. And then I was like, honey, what is this movie? And she's like, it's a good movie. And I'm like, I've never seen this in my life. And then we watched it, and I'm like, it's a pretty good movie. Huh. Maybe it's more famous than I thought. Anyways, sinking homes are structural problems, and homes for owners with a variety of causes can lead to becoming damaged over time, or eventually sinking and collapsing entirely. Homeowners experiencing sinking foundations often report cracks in walls or ceilings, and even floors or drains. I swear I just read that. Sinking foundations present a severe and mortal danger to both a home and its inhabitants, as their instability and eventual collapse can cause a wide variety of hazardous situations to those entrapped within. Solution. Homeowners with sinking foundations are highly advised to immediately utilize HSH's foundation repair services to prevent further damage or collapse. Those situations may vary depending upon the root cause. So maybe not like a construction company. I'm going to hire a contractor. It's a snow golem. Oh my god. Dad? I need to sneeze. I muted the mic in that time. I would love a snow golem. I know it looks terrifying, but snow golems, just imagine. You have infinite snow, basically. It's like in Minecraft, right? The moment that you can make a snow golem, you have infinite snow, and you can make more snow golems. You grow pumpkins, you just make more snowmen. You make so many friends. You watched it as a child. They aired it on TV. Really? Wow, I didn't know it was that's so famous. Huh. Snow golems, I sounded so fake there, but I want you to know I was genuinely impressed. My mouth just hurts. Snow golems are large humanoid mounds of snow that are capable of moving on their own. Homeowners experiencing snow golem infestations commonly report wet floors, power outages, recently faulty or broken heaters, or strange snow formations outside their home. Danger. Snow golems can prove hazardous to humans in a variety of ways. Their tendency to target home heaters, especially during hazardous freezing weather, can cause medical issues such as frostbite or hyperthermia in the affected homeowners. Direct contact with a snow golem while it is in pursuit of its target is also frequently fatal. Solution. When caught early, snow golems can simply be removed from a home by chilling up the heat in the home to speed up the melting process and blocking easy access to home heaters or fireplaces. If snow golems succeed in removing potential heat sources from a home, it is highly advised to utilize HSH's pest control services. How come Minecraft monsters don't act like this? Or like more game monsters don't do this, right? It's why I love this game, because this game sort of presents this reality of like, what do these monsters need to do to survive in a human world? But also like, games don't really show this, right? Like a lot of games, their monsters are just there to serve as like a meat bag. So you kill the monster, you get the meat bag, you eat the meat, like you get the experience and loot and stuff, and you leave the body to rot. But you never see their life. Like it's like in World of Warcraft. You go to Zandalar. You go to Zanzibar, right? And you have a whole bunch of trolls everywhere, and you've got to like slay the trolls. But then at the same time, you're a troll hunter. So it's like, what do you do? It's like, wait a minute, like you're a hero going on this stuff. You go sit down at the inn, and you're just gonna kill these dudes, and like it's fine. Like they have no lives. It's because they're just meat bags. There's no further building of these things aside from them just simply being meat bags. There's no like way to look at them doing their own thing. It's why Skyrim was kind of interesting, because like you see the NPCs just living their life. Like they might go buy bread, and they might go home to eat the bread, and because you replace that bread with poison bread, the game crashes. And it's like, cool, great. I get to see their like lives. Or you see the animals. Like the animals go over and they try to like eat the food of the giants. Giant says, oh, and then they smash them. I want more of that. This presents a fantasy that I wish was real, because not only is it a fantasy of like monsters in real life, it's also a fantasy of games that breathe life into their creatures, which I think is a very fascinating concept. That it's hard to do. I'm not saying it's easy, but if more games could do it, it'd be so much more interesting, because then you could see what these things are doing on a daily basis. Like, what are they living like? You could see that in your game, and then you could decide, should I kill it? Or should I wait until it's done eating and like done bathing its like children? I don't know. Maybe you have to like hunt down like a monster, and the monster is like feeding its like young. Maybe you kill it then, or maybe you have some empathy and you kill the mom separately away from the kids. You know? Or the father. I don't know. I don't know how like monsters work. You have no idea if the Monster House is actually famous. They aired a lot of stuff. I mean, if they aired Monster House, it has to be famous. Sugar Wisp. That's evil. That's actually evil. Where is it? Where is it in this photo? Is it that? It's this one. It's for sure this one. Right? It has to be that one. Or is it this one? I see it. Do you see it? Right there. The eyes. Do you see the eyes? Boom. Boom. And a mouth. Look. Boom. Sugar wisp, an invisible subspecies of wisp known for its sweet, plum-like aroma and its ability to influence the dreams and appetites of humans. Homeowners affected by sugar wisp often report an intense craving for sweets, dreams of dancing orbs, and malnourishment. Eyes, schizo emotes. It's eyes. Look, I see the eyes. I'm not going crazy. I swear there are eyes. Undertale had a similar theming. Yes, it's actually it's the most compelling part about Undertale is not the overall story that it tells. I think the overall story that it tells is interesting, but it's not enough to carry the game on its own. I mean, this is probably not a highly controversial statement, but because I'm sure this is like the average understanding of the game. But the best part of that game was the fact that every single monster felt like they were actually alive. Like, you got to know them. It felt like you were learning a society. And in fact, that was the entire game, was about learning their world and not killing them. It's probably spoilers now, but if you haven't played it by now, it's too late. I haven't played it. I just watched someone play it. I'm never gonna play it on stream. Omori was a headache dealing with like people, so let's just not play Undertale ever. But that's why it was so compelling, because it's like you get to see more deeply into the lives of these creatures that would otherwise be meat bags. And honestly, I can see why it takes a lot of effort, because a game like Undertale, which is mostly just writing, took like 7 years. So it's like, it's going to be hard to do that for an even larger game with even more monsters. But like, it's so cool to think about that they could be there, you know? Like how old is this sugar wisp? How many kids does it have, and could I kill it? How much EXP does it give? Sugar wisp can be quite hazardous to a human's health thanks to influence on the victim's preferred diet. Sustained exposure to sugar wisp can lead to mild to severe medical problems ranging from tooth decay and diabetes to starvation. Well, it's too late for me then. Sugar Wisps can be dissuaded from influencing their chosen victims by blocking access to the victim's sense of smell. Homeowners are advised to utilize nose plugs or similar apparatus while they sleep until the Sugar Wisp eventually departs on its own. So just sleep it off. That's a very, reminds me of what my parents used to say when I was growing up poor, and there was no food in the house for like 2 or 3 days. And I had like one piece of like bread or like something, and they were like, "Oh, just sleep it off." It's like, all right, I'm gonna go back to sleep for like 14 hours, sure. Time wisps are a subspecies of wisp that appear as faint candle-like lights with a friendly visage. Ah, I can't tell if it's very friendly. You know what this reminds me of? Because if it looks like a light, right? Is it a thing inside that's like moving too? If so, it looks like those walls in like a red light district where you see a dancer and their shadow outline dancing. They are known to temporarily displace objects and persons in time, the most active at night. Or if they're the building itself, then they are the building. Homeowners that have experienced time wisps often report feeling a newfound gratitude for life, a desire to better themselves, or immense existential dread. You don't think Until took 7 years though. It says it took 2.7 years to completely. Oh, I had no clue how long it took. I just kind of pulled a number out of my ass. All I know is that it took a much longer time than I would have expected. Because the game by itself seems simple. Like it's like a fairly straightforward game, right? But then you realize it's made in Game Maker. And then also you realize that there's so much writing in the game for every single situation. And you also have to build a life for all of these creatures too. That you end up spending all of your time doing it. Because Toby made it mostly on his own. Didn't he have an artist? I have no clue. I assumed he only had one other artist. But even then, I'm just trying to... The number doesn't matter! The number doesn't matter! I'm trying to say it takes a lot of effort to get that much detail into the game. And so, if you scale it based on how many people it took, and based on whatever timeline, if you just scale it, of course it's going to take a long time for a much larger game, because that game by comparison had very little compared to most games today. Scale, chat! Scale! Danger. Time Wisp's tendency towards a temporal displacement, while sometimes beneficial, can result in causing intense anxiety or stress in those that have witnessed their fates to be. You know what? I'm feeling intense stress right now. I think there's a Time Whisper. Time Wisps will pass through on their own in the course of a single night, and no further action is required. Is this bad? I think this is good. No, isn't this good? Isn't this what you want? You want somebody to remind you that you're going to die. You know what? That should be a new brand of criminal. A new brand of criminal. They should break into people's homes and be like, "You're going to die in 30 years. Live your life!" And then just leave. And it'll be like, "Oh my god, I should live my life. I almost died tonight." And then they'll quit their job. Yeah, he noticed that did something, but if you remember correctly, one of the points of making the game was for him seeing if a person can make a game of this scale, mostly on their own or something like that. How do you know all this? How do you I always wonder how do people keep all this information in their head about one single person, especially trying to figure out all these bits of details about what they talk about, because there's so many different sources to get the information from, especially if they're a very active person with media relations. It's very hard to know or to collate all the different sources where they talk about and interview based on what they were talking about. Not to say that it's bad, but I always wonder, how do you keep up with a person's work when they talk about different things in different interviews, and if they have let's say they have I don't know 5 to 10 interviews in a single month, right? And they do that every 2 or 3 months, right? You have to collate 90 different sources or something. That's a lot of sources. I don't know if it's 90, but it's close enough. It seems like too much work. The Twilight is an annual recurring phenomenon known for its diet of fear and suffering. Should it find sufficient satiation in these cravings during its time spent in the cosmic proximity, we proceed to consume all things that dwell above and below the soil. What? Oh. Aurora Borealis. This is why on the main menu it said something about Nunavut. So Nunavut is the site of all evil. The Twilight is a severe existential threat to all living things, so long as it finds sufficient feeding material. Its hunger should avoid being sated at all costs. The Twilight should be kept from its desires at all costs until it moves past. To prevent its feeding, all manner of fear, agony, and suffering should be avoided or mitigated when at all possible on the calendar days of its proximity between December 21st and December 25th. It is also advised to spread as much cheer, celebration, and merriment during this time as is feasible. Do you hear that, chat? We need to be as happy as we can during Christmas, Christmas Eve, and the Advent calendar, okay? If we don't, we're all going to die. In fact, I'm in fact an Undertale fan. I just vaguely remember reading or watching about it. That said, you haven't been keeping up with the Deltarune mailing list. There's indeed too much. Mailing list? Is that like an official mailing list? Do they send you like postcards? Deltarune mailing list. I've never played Deltarune, so maybe I should play that. Huh, newsletter. Subscribe here for free email updates, no matter what happens to any website on the internet. We will never use this email for any other purpose. Well, I trust Toby. Yeah. Super. Give me instant updates. Truck Freak. Email me anything, man. I don't care. Okay, sure. What's sad is that I would enjoy the games a lot, but the problem is that the moment that I play it, it's just a horde of people who come out, and it's weird, right? Because it's not like it's not the game's fault. It's a bit like football or soccer. It's a bit like any major sort of thing that happens. There are assholes no matter what you have. So it's like the moment that you do anything that remotely approaches a level of a popularity, you get people who come in to make it worse. They're making updates on his site. He decided there was too much information. He decided to make an opt-in email for people who want all the information. That's a fair point, honestly. Favorite food? Come. Oh. Favorite food is cum. Do they check that? Do they check if if your favorite food is cum or anything? I really hope not. Let's just leave that. Okay, so we know everything about these monsters. This guy has a pine wisp or a pine. He pines for something. A pine sprite. He pines for pine. Hello, sir. Thank you for waiting. You have a pine sprite. Do not touch the tree. You're going to die. Thank you for calling the Home Safety Hotline. I'm hope you're going to be alive because I need more repeat calls. I get paid on commission, buddy, okay? So the more that you call me, the more money that I make. I do wonder, I mean, it is possible to make a game on your own. I think it's always been possible. The problem is the time and the dedication. Sorry for picking up your call late. I was streaming. What happened? What did you find? What? It's huge. I saw it scurry into the cupboard.
Please hold.
Please hold. Don't worry, ma'am. I'll take care of your problem. What the fuck was that? What do you mean it's scurried into your cupboard? It's huge! You know, some of you have never heard that before. But I'm sure making a game by yourself is always possible. You know what it is? It's always possible to do anything yourself. It's like, but the worst part is that I'm painfully aware of that, but I can't do it myself. And so the problem, it's funny that like Toby Fox said that he wanted to make a game for himself to see if he could do it by himself. Because for me, the problem is not knowing that you can do it by yourself. The problem is trying to get the time and the motivation to do so. It's like, the time is the hardest part. If you can't get time and effective time, you need effective time and energy to like do it. You are not going to get it. You are not going to get it done. It's really, really hard. It's why running your own business takes over your entire life, right? It's why I try very heavily to stay away from running my own business. That's why I stream 8 hours a day instead. Snow Job. Hey. Snow Job is going to be finished, okay? Snow Job will be finished. It's going to be a real fucking game. It's going to be a real fucking game, I swear to God. No, don't aware me. Don't aware me, chat. It's going to happen. Snow Job is going to be finished. I swear to God. Fuck all of you. As soon as November comes, we're going to finish Snow Job, okay? We're finishing Snow Job by November, alright? By the end of November. It has to be there for Christmas. Believe me. Please believe me. I need somebody to believe in me. I'm going to give you the best goddamn Snow Job come November. You won't even believe what's going on to your body. Cope. Great emote. But, okay, the other thing that I realized about making your own game too, right? I need to give up something to do it. Because the truth is, like, Like, you only get me for like what, maximum 8-9 hours a day, right? For like streaming. But outside of streaming, I have like so many different things to like take care of. That's like, I need to save my energy in some way. Because by the end of the day, I'm like tanked out. So it's like, do I give up the fun part, which is streaming, to make a game that I also have fun making? But it's like, I enjoy streaming too, and I have a bunch of games I want to play. It's like, what do I do, right? It's why I don't really worry about the time when it comes out, but I do worry about it because I need to prove to you I need to prove to all of you, I am not a phony. I'm going to prove to all of you I can give the best snow job you've ever had before, okay? But aside from that, I generally just go at whatever pace that I go at, so. Because in general, I like just playing and doing things my own pace, which is nice. But it is one of the major problems that I have, is sort of like finding that time and space. Because again, if I do it after streaming, if I ever have time, I'm usually like conked out in terms of like ability to, I guess, like think, which is weird. Because usually we play a lot of thinking games on the stream, which, though they're fun, they also take a lot of like thinking power. The only time I have energy is if I play a non-thinking game. But I never play a non-thinking game, and if I play a non-thinking game, like ever, the closest would be like a Dark Souls game, which is not really thinking, but very, very tiring in terms of the focus that you need to stay like really tuned in. Not to say that it's any harder than programming, right? But like doing programming and like art, what I'm saying is that for some reason, for me at least, they seem to draw from the same pool. This pool of focus and like energy that I can't seem to really get back at the end of the day. So all this to say, November, I will not be streaming the entire month to get Snow Job done, and this is all your fault. Let's figure out what Janet has. She's been on the call for a good, I don't know, 2 hours waiting. Don't ... me. I was having a breakdown. My investors on this channel were all antagonizing me. All my investors were antagonizing. What is going into her drawer? There's always a warlock, is it? I don't think it's a warlock. Within her drawer, I need to think about even the old ones, right? What could go into a drawer? It could be like a hob. It's scurried into the cupboard. It could be a common hob. It might be a hob for the holiday season. But I don't know if it's like the old stuff or if it's also the new stuff. Like, should we expect the old stuff? Because if I say the wrong thing, she's dead. And what's worse is if I say the wrong thing, the Twilight wins, right? The cheer levels get too low, and it's over. The Twilight kills us all. So I need to be really careful about this. Son of a gun. I don't know. Ava's doorway? No. Is it a mouse? It might be a mouse. It's huge. I saw it scurry into the cupboard. Indiscernible. Eek. It's back for more. Send someone over quickly. Ah. Could be it's not a laundry. It's not a laundry, no. We know that's a face over there. A month without streaming. Finally. Stop streaming. Why does nobody care about me? It could also be a house fighting. No, but then she would talk about the webs and stuff. I think it's because she didn't give any details about something, right? It means that she doesn't understand what she's seeing. And this is sort of a key element. If you don't know what you're seeing, it means that it is so inhuman so as to be impossible to even begin to fathom what you've got. There's no way it's a forgotten boggart, right? These things are huge. These things are huge. It has to be a common hob. Ma'am, if I'm wrong, you're going to die. But if I'm right, you get to enter the raffle for a new home safety hotline visit. You have a common hob in your drawer. Do not pay attention to it. Do not say its name. You're going to die. What? Forbidden action? Oh. Uh-oh. I think she died. Cat? I think she died. Not good. Well, it wasn't a common hob. What was it then? It's not a clock. Oh shit. Bozo. I'm responsible for these people. I did not kill her.
I think some kids are building some forts on our property.
Oh.
I'm looking at a bunch of big tall mounds outside our house, coming from about every angle.
Right. Robin.
I need someone to come and take these down for me. I'd do it myself, but I'm currently recovering from a back injury after slipping on something wet in my living room this morning.
Robin, you're not gonna make it. I'm sorry, but it's time for you to move out, or it's time for you to think about like. Are you having kids anytime soon? Is it your first child? If your first child's already born, just give it over. Please hold. She has a clock. She's got massive clocks all over the place. Cock, balls, gamers. What's funny is the emotes just look completely different from the word, but it's so good. Clock are circular. Okay, this one, sinking, feeling of instability. But the problem is that it's a wet floor. She broke her back with a wet floor. And tall mounds. Mounds are weird. I'm looking at a bunch of big, tall mounds. You know what it is? I don't think it's a clock. Because she fell while it's wet, too. Nice clock. Guys, this is a family-friendly game, okay? I'm on the job. Please keep all lurid and disgusting things to after work, after hours. Thank you. I think it's a snow golem. Because these guys look like mounds. See? Humanoid mounds of snow. They move on their own. It's wet floors. And they're trying to turn off her heat. So she breaks her back. You have snow golems. I want you to know those aren't kids. Those are actually living beings with feelings. Feed your snow golem ice cubes from your freezer. I don't know if that does anything, but I'm gonna add my own flair to this. I'm sure you're gonna be okay. Why did you type smegma? That's what I should have put on the. I should have said that I want to eat smegma when I signed up for the for the Deltarune mailing list. That's what I should have done. Me when I put a pumpkin on 2 snow blocks. Whoa! It came alive. What the fuck? POV. You just wanted to put your pumpkin higher, and all you had was snow. Hello. The wild man.
I've seen him. I know you people know about things like this. I know what you really do. I have photos. We can get these out in front of the public. The people need to know. Please, help me get this out to the world before it's too late. I know he's been tracking me.
Sir, sir, this is a Wendy's? Kidding. Thank you for calling the Home Safety Hotline. Keep the line hot, and I'm gonna make a call really quick.
Please hold.
He knows too much. He has encountered a forgotten Bogart. He knows way too much. Caught. We've been caught. Okay, we have to throw him off his trail. We have to tell him it's a black mold. It's eating his brain. It's sir, you have black mold in your home. It's eating your brain. It is eating you apart. You are losing control of your body. It's a forgotten Bogart. Oh, it's like pop-ups. Oh, he's not gonna make it. Hello. You have a problem again? What a downer, right? Just bringing down that holiday cheer. Come on, it's the holidays. Get a load off your back. Just enjoy the moment, Janet. God, what happened to her? What was it? It wasn't a hob. It must have been a spider. It must have been a spider. Yeah, it has to be a spider. Sugar wisp, snow wisp. I don't know. Spider? I didn't do it. Oh, sorry. I thought you were the police. What?
Can't move.
Why?
Too weak.
Uh-huh.
Need more.
What do you need more of? What? What do you need?
Please hold.
What does he need more of? Oh my god, this is hard. Wait, what does he need more of? What's like new? I don't know. What's like... Out of all the new things, let's go over the new things that we learned. Maybe he's suffering from carbon monoxide. Like, at some point, this has to be an answer, right? Please help. Can't move. Too weak. Need more. Need more. Oh, wasn't there a thing about making them feel like they have to eat more or eat less or something? It's not a false care. Like this thing kidnaps people. Mountain is not a. He doesn't look like a warlock. He looks a bit too clean shaven for that. Puka? No. It's not a pine sprite. That's for red nose. No. Sinking fountain. No. Snow golem. No. Sugar wisps. What is the sugar wisp? Okay, wait. Inevitable species of sugar wisp often report a intense craving for sweets, dreams of dancing orbs, and malnourishment. I think he's incredibly malnourished because he keeps eating candy. He has this intense craving for sweets. He needs more candy, but candy doesn't give you nutrients. You know, there's a drink, a meal supplement, or a meal. There's a meal replacement called Soylent. I tried it. Really, really bad. Well, it's not the worst thing ever. It tastes fine, but what's interesting is that 3 of those can replace your daily need for food, right? Why can't they do that for candy? Like, you know, in the Fifth Sense or something, was it the Sixth Sense? Maybe it was the Seventh Sense. But when you go and you can eat like, I don't know, like a small pizza, or you rehydrate a small pizza into a large pizza. I never understood why they rehydrated the small pizza into a large pizza when they could just eat the small pizza, get all that they need. It's like eating uranium, which gives you like 5,000 calories in like a small bite. Anyway, sorry, Carl. Can I call you Car? I was monologuing to my stream. You're on live stream right now. You have a sugar wisp in your home. You need to eat some food, sir. Please eat food. It is crazy how candy, despite giving us nothing, tastes so good and fills us up just like food does, but it makes us feel awful. And it's like, why? Why does it do that to us? Hello. I saved most of the people who called today. Hello?
So, there's strange noises coming from our basement.
Oh.
I don't know what's down there, but I can hear it scurrying around and making little scratching noises at night. I don't dare go down myself, but
what?
My wife said she found little round pellets or something down there.
Tony, you let your partner go down solo, and you didn't go with her? I want you to know, Tony, whether you're a man or a woman, doesn't matter. Why didn't you go with your partner? You need a tag team, whatever thing is happening, okay? You can't just let somebody else go alone because they're going to die.
Please hold.
Anyways, he is dwarves. I don't know if I should, do you think I should give him the advice, but wrapped up in like a Lord of the Rings quote? What's like a good Lord of the Rings quote? Alright. Lord of the Rings Gimli quotes. 15 best, the Lord of the Rings 15 best Gimli quotes by screenrant.com/movie/Lord of the Rings Gimli quote. Lord-Ring/Gimli/quotes. No, sorry. Lord-Rings-Gimli-quotes-best/. The Lord of the Rings, yada. Okay, we'll take the first one, okay? The first quote here. And my axe. POV, you've been asked to dub the Lord of the Rings, but you don't know what to say. And my axe. He died? It wasn't dwarves? With the pebble. With the pebble. With the pebble. The pebble. He died? Ah, he died. Yo. Dude, did you see this yet? Everyone keeps forwarding this to me. I can't tell if they take it seriously or not, but either way, it's hilarious. Thought you'd get a kick out of it. What's his voice again? Forward. Send this to 5 friends immediately. Stop. On this day, that's the December 23rd, 25-year-old Alice Prairie fell into a lake and drowned while ice skating. If you don't forward this to 5 other people by tonight, you will drown in the next lake you visit. Unfortunately for you, I never touched the grass, Rodney. Also, fuck you, Rodney. What the fuck? Why'd you forward it to me? Now I'm cursed, asshole. Daily Twilight reports, December 23rd, 1996. Phenomena spotted in Manitoba! This is Canada. Oh my God, the Canadians! This is our chance. This is our time to shine. This is our time to shine. Oh my God, this is our time to shine. Where is it? Where's the song? We need to play it. Where's the song? This is our time to shine. Oh my God, I've never been so happy in my life. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where's my goddamn song? Where's my song? I need to play a song. 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 Sorry, you can't hear that yet. You're not supposed to hear it. You're not supposed to hear it yet because I can't hear it yet. Wait. Monitor and output. Sure. VOD track only. Well, I guess it should be the live track too. It doesn't really matter. We'll do it on its own thing. I guess we'll do it on like 5. Sure. Because we're in Canada, baby. We're in fucking Canada. Phenomena sighted in Manitoba at approximately 1200 hours. Estimated proximity is around 100,000 miles or 160,934.4 kilometers. Current risk profile moderate. Thank you from the HSH Observatory. There are eyeballs, there are eyes forming in the sky in Manitoba. Let's go back to work. It's not that serious. It's the only time Canadians are allowed to be happy, right? Hello. Back on the job. Gotta get that bread. Gotta get that grind set on. I wish there was carbon monoxide in my room right now. I don't want to go back to work. Somebody start the carbon. Somebody light it up. Please tell me you're giving me carbon monoxide.
Rebecca.
Oh, it's hi,
Carol
Carol.
again.
Hi, Carol.
There have been reports of some new activity, so
Hey.
we've gone ahead and made some new information available to thee.
Woohoo!
I pray things are going well thus far. Thou knowest as well as I what is at stake. I do hope to see thee soon, Rebecca.
Well, thou should know I've done a pretty decent job, eh? Only 2 people have died on my watch. Frost wisp. There we go. Frost wisps are a subspecies of wisp that commonly take on the appearance of semi-transparent crystallized orbs. Whoa! Orbs. It's like the opposite of that Canadian snack where you put maple syrup on snow. Hello. Are you a Canadian?
I need someone to come fix our windows.
Why?
I fear there's a terrible draft coming in, and I wouldn't want anyone at my second family gathering to catch a cold. I'm hosting at least 20 additional family members, and I need this place locked tight for their sakes. I've already caught something dreadful during our last hosted function, and I don't intend for it to happen again.
I don't even know how to help you. Like, maybe you need like a... You should call construction. What?
Please
I need someone to come
hold.
fix our windows. Terrible draft coming in. 20 people at a gathering. Oh, lower immune response. 20 different people at their function. That's that. It's the elves. It's the holiday elves showing up and just pretending to be. You know what I mean? It's crazy. They're just trying to like. They're trying to slip into your like space and take over you. Anyways, we'll deal with that later. Let's learn about this new Canadian snack, the frost wisp. Homeowners suffering from frost wisps often report shivering sensations, a chill in the air in otherwise warm places, and sudden, lingering thoughts of their own mortality. That's... You know, it is weird that coldness is associated with death, because I enjoy the cold. But you do feel a lot closer to death, because that's what dead people feel like, very cold. Frost wisps are harmless to not homeless, are harmless to most mammals and humans in their vicinity, as long as they keep their distance. But direct contact with a frost wisp can cause hazardous effects such as frostbite. Frost wisps will remain in the home so long as homeowners continue to linger on dreadful thoughts, such as mortality, or the prospect of decomposition. Homeowners are advised to distract themselves with any manner of cheerful activity, food, or friendly company to keep such thoughts at bay. For more persistent frost wisp infestations, it is advised to utilize HSH's pest control services. Well, looks like everyone in chat is dying. POV, you're a streamer and you make fun of your chat once again every single time. Hands. Hey, it's Mr. Hands! Oh God! Please do not Google Mr. Hands. Mr. Hands is a human-shaped husk of cloth, rags, and straw, known for sneaking into the homes and domains of the affluent, wealthy, and fortunate. Yo! I support this monster. Homes occupied by hands commonly suffer symptoms such as the appearance of strange markings, the faint sounds of rustling, or occupants suddenly behaving abnormally. While hands does not directly harm those he crosses paths with, hands can negatively impact the lives of homeowners should they complete the process of occupation. Occupied human adults may commit acts they do not condone, including more hazardous behaviors such as murder, debauchery, and arson. What's funny? There's something funny about that list, right? The example list is so thin, but at the same time, they didn't include things. So it's like, it leaves it up to interpretation. Like, for sure, it's murder, debauchery, and like arson. But anything else, it really depends on what you believe in. So incest is on the table. Homeowners should swiftly evacuate any home suspected of hands occupation. Should a family member or loved one be successfully occupied by hands, it is advised to contact HSS's pest control services immediately. Lussy. Oh man, that's actually crazy, dude. From Claude to Bussy to Lussy. Oh, you're a tight little busty. You're a tight little lusty bussy. Lussy. You're a tight little lusty bussy. Oh, it makes me want to stick my fingers into your Lussy. Yeah. Lussy is a semi-solid humanoid creature vaguely resembling a pale human woman, known for slipping inside homes during hailstorms. They knew what they were doing. They absolutely knew what they were doing. Homeowners often report a slimy, semi-transparent substance near openings such as doors, windows, air ducts, and chimneys. I just want you to listen to this, okay? I just want you to listen to what this phrase is here.
Snail trails seminal fluid or vaginal fluid left on undergarments, clothing or surfaces resulting in the appearance of secretions left by snails during locomotion.
That's exactly what this is. And I can't believe, like, they knew what they were doing. Lussy can be quite hazardous to any humans or pets that cross its paths, as Lussy is known to steal the warmth of warm-blooded mammals, often leaving behind their crumbled, frozen remains. The solution is highly advised to quietly hide all warm-blooded inhabitants of a home if a Lussy is suspected to be present and wait patiently for it to pass through in its home. What's scary is that this is how snails eat. Like, if you ever watch like a snail or a slug eat something, if it has to eat something that's like alive, like it literally sucks it all out. It just eats it from the top down. It's quite scary. And you usually see it with snails eating other snails, so the smaller snails are just like empty shells. Mare. That's weird. The mare is a skeletal horse-like humanoid draped in a variety of tinsels and fabrics. It is known for its distinct song-like screeching and its tendency to approach the entrances of homes after dark. Homeowners often report the sounds of wailing, screeching, or singing. That's terrifying. The mare poses little to no danger to humans or animals, but has been known to consume large amounts of food, of a home's food and beverages if invited inside. Oh, it's one of those assholes, isn't it? It's one of those dudes who shows up to be a little shit. You just, like, you tell them to come over and hang out, and all of a sudden, they eat all of your stuff and there's nothing left for you. Well, listen, buddy, alright? This is for the family. You can't just have it all for yourself. Why are you eating everything that I want to have? The mare poses little to no danger to humans or animals, but has been known to consume large amounts of a... Wait, what? Oh, sorry. The mayor cannot be disrupted while feasting. The mayor poses no direct threat to homeowners and had to be invited in to let feast until it is contented, at which point it would leave on its own. Why would you want to do that? Or it can be safely ignored if homeowners are willing to bear with the noise it creates for a few hours. Hours? Jesus. The use of earplugs or soundproof materials can assist homeowners who do not wish to invite the mayor into their home. So that's kind of sad, actually, right? It's a bit like a dog. Like, imagine you find like a random dog outside, and it's like sad. It's just waiting. It's like trying to say, oh, like it wants food, and you just listen to it, suffer, and you put on like earplugs to say, okay, I don't want to feed you. I feel kind of bad. It's like it's trying to be nice. It just wants to eat something. Maybe we'll feed it. An ogress. Oh, it's Fiona. Ogresses are large, 8 to 10 foot cave-dwelling creatures, typically only active at high elevations during the winter. Homeowners typically do not experience an ogress directly, but rather report to the consequences of its presence, such as Yulemen or Yulecats. What? In some rare instances, an ogress will see fit to visit a home if they fail to acquire their targets through other means. Due to their size, their subsequent entrance into a home can prove catastrophic to a home's roofing, foundation, and its inhabitants. To prevent an ogress from entering one's home, it is highly advised to avoid escalating their activities by allowing Yulemen's access to a home. Homeowners that wish to avoid the attention of an ogress in the first place can reinforce and advise benevolent behavior in their children. And if you have no kids, then you're safe. Wow, there's a lot of like W's and Y's. I guess it's kind of the only time, like, Y words. I want you to think about this in the English language. Y words are reserved for winter time, for like the winter holidays, right? Like your, or Yuletide, or egg yolk. Winter fur is a highly contagious seasonal virus known to cause the rapid growth of white hair-like follicles across an infected individual's face. Oh my god, until they said face, I thought this was just like a hook going into like, you know, like a jacket or something. No, that's a person's face. The eye is here, the nose is here, the mouth has a feeding tube. Wow. Bodies and eyes. Okay, full coverage is expected to occur within the first 48 hours after infection. This is commonly found in mammals and it's contracted through direct contact with the infected. There are actually people who like have this syndrome that's like I think it's colloquially known as like the Wolfman syndrome. Or the werewolf syndrome, where they grow copious amounts of hair across their entire body to the point where they're covered in like hair. This reminds me a lot of that. Subsequent blindness caused by winter fur can create more hazardous conditions and reduce quality of life for those infected. Winter fur is also known to attract other dangerous pests, such as any variety of ticks or fleas. Solution: once winter fur has completed its growth, it can be mitigated using any variety of traditional shaving equipment, such as razors, to reduce the chance of attracting ticks or fleas. The infected individual should be quarantined from other parties indefinitely to avoid spreading the virus further indefinitely. A Yule cat. Oh, it's a cat! Oh. Oh. I thought you'd go meow. Oh. Oh. I thought they would go meow. Yule cats are large, feline-like creatures known for prowling populated, high-elevation areas during the winter. They feed primarily on various textiles and fabrics. Homeowners experiencing Yule cats often report sounds of hissing, growling, large paw prints in the snow, and missing clothes or neighbors. Danger! Yule cats dye the fabrics to improve hazardous to clothed homeowners if caught in their path, and due to their size and speed, most human adults and children will not survive these sorts of encounters. Yule cat strength also allows them to easily break into homes in search of food if sufficiently hungry, damaging doors and windows in the process. I didn't realize how large this cat is. I thought this was like a perspective thing. Like, you know, people like take a photo of the cat, they get really close. No, this thing is massive. It eats clothing, including the ones that wear clothing. Solution: if a Yule cat is suspected to be active in the area, homeowners should take quick action to leave out a variety of fabrics and textiles within a safe distance outside the home. It's advised to deliver these fabrics completely unclothed. Sultry. Yule goat. It's like, imagine you get a Yule goat and it appears on your piece of bread. And it's like, I'm gonna haunt you, and then you eat it, and it's like, ah! It just gets eaten, and then it's dead. It's dead. Yule goats are ghost-shaped apparitions that can sometimes occur in a home during the winter. Homeowners experiencing Yule goats often report strange coincidences, citing shapes of goats throughout the house, and imagine sounds of bleeding. Oh, I thought the Yule goat was stuck on the bread. I thought it simply makes the shapes. I thought this was the monster, and I was like, just eat it. Like, just eat it. It's there. It's easy. Just eat it, and you won. Yule goats are not directly harmful to humans or animals, but the prolonged presence can often cause paranoia or sleep deprivation in affected homeowners. It can sometimes lead to careless household accidents, such as fires and bad driving. Bad driving is a cause of many accidents. Solution: as soon as a Yule goat is suspected to be present in the household, a humble offering of wheat or straw can be made in appeasement. For more persistent infestations, call our room pest removal. Yuleman. I see the eyes. This is like a pack of Patrick Stars. You know, like, okay, so SpongeBob, Patrick Star has like a family, okay? He comes from something. All starfish reproduce, I think it's asexually or something. I don't know. Or they clone. So imagine, starfish walking around your neighborhood. I would be afraid too. Yulemen are a species of gnome that appear as small hairy humanoids with pointed craniums that are most often seen traveling in packs of 13 or more. Homeowners infected with Yulemen often report broken windows, stolen food, sounds of clattering or giggling, and more rarely, missing pets or children. Yeah. Yulemen are harmless to human adults, but it can be a safety hazard for household pets that are small enough to eat, and human children who have attracted the attention of an ogress. Yulemen will typically leave a home on their own. On their own? What? Oh, once on their own, once satisfied with what they're taking. Sorry. My eyes, I get distracted and I keep looking away. To prevent Yulemen from entering one's home, homeowners may board up windows and close off sufficiently large openings such as chimneys, but in most circumstances that this is highly inadvisable. Yeah, it seems like you do a lot to try to get rid of it, but there's no point. Anyways, she has elves. Like, these ones, the Yulemen seem very hard to deal with. What's funny is that Missy, my little chihuahua, could be eaten by any of these. She is prime meat because she's a 4.4 pound chihuahua. She's smaller than most. She is a smaller chihuahua than most other chihuahuas. She's so fucking cute. God, I love my dog. Sorry, hello. I was talking about my dog. Go to Home Safety Hotline.
This packet you sent doesn't make any sense, and there is still something in our basement. I'm calling Papa Paul's Pest Control from now on.
Who the hell is Papa Paul? And listen, buddy, if you don't have dwarves, then you don't know what's going on. Tony's not gonna make it. I hope Tony suffers a very painful death. Which he will, actually. He actually will, because the dwarves are going to eat him. How is it not dwarves? What else could live in your basement? Huh? People? What do you want?
Oh, God, I'm dead. I'm dead and I'm only 33. Please say I can change this. Please say I can change it.
POV, you've just had your 33rd birthday. You've just stayed at your workplace for your 5th year, and you're only now realizing that there's nothing else to life. Oh my God, this is your midlife crisis. Well, Charlie, I'm gonna tell you right now, as a fellow 30-year-old, it doesn't get better. So please stay in the line as I tell you what to do and how to and where to buy your Corvette.
Please hold.
He's gonna get a really nice Corvette. He's suffering from a not a wisp. Was it the wisp? Wisp, right? Time wisp. He's suffering from a time wisp. He looked at the light a bit too much, and now he's grappling with the fact that his prime is long since been gone. He's no longer, a strong youngin'. His life is awful now. I love midlife crises. I love seeing what people do during their midlife crises. When I had my midlife crisis, I just cried. And then I was better. And I was like, alright, time to live. I'm gonna die. Okay, time to live. It's whatever. I don't want to die, Angela.
There's some kind of dying animal in our yard. Can you send someone out to put it out of its misery?
Oh my god.
It's been screaming like hell for the past hour, and I'm far too squeamish to go look at it or touch it myself.
But if you take a photo,
My
you
son
can...
is only 10 years old, and he's very worried about the poor thing, so please hurry.
Oh, I see. So you only want to deal with it because of your son, but you don't want to deal with it yourself because you're heartless, right? You only care about the dying animal because of your son. Well, guess what, Angela?
Please hold.
You're lucky it's not an animal. It's a monster. I'm pretty sure it's the mare. It's screaming like hell, and it does do wailing, screeching, or singing like this. See? Exact same noise. So, lucky for you, Angela, it's actually already dead. It's actually a dead horse pretending to be a real horse, right? So all you need to do is just ignore it. Just don't even bother. Just don't even bother. Just buy earplugs or something. I don't know. Buy the new Sony WH-1000 XM5 with advanced noise cancelling to get rid of your mare. Hello.
I think Betty's cat is on the prowl. I need someone to come put that beast down.
Damn.
Once Betty doesn't show up to the PTA meeting this week,
Oh,
and now
wow.
it seems her cat is on the loose again, leaving its disgusting feastfuls of feathers behind on neighbors' porches.
See, people always care about these like association meetings and stuff. Holly, nobody likes you. I'm gonna tell you right now, people go to that meeting because they feel obligated to keep you company, but they recognize that you're the worst part about owning. The worst part of owning a home is the neighbors that you can't get away from.
Please hold.
Thankfully, I can get away from her by putting her on hold. So I'm gonna leave her with that statement, and she's gonna be yelling into the phone. And it's not a cat, unlike what she says. It's actually the feather dudes. It's a false corollary. So she doesn't know this, but the reason why her neighbor is gone is because she's dead. It's actually it's a bird that kidnapped her and ate her alive. So even Betty's cat is dead too. She's also going to die if I'm not. Maybe I should have given her the wrong information. I hate HOAs. I don't understand the point. You buy a home, it's your home. Why do you have to deal with an association? It's like, buddy, you didn't buy my home for me. Why are you here? I don't get it. I don't get the point of like a community association. It's like, I'm not a part of the community. This is my home. I don't give a shit about you. You hate HOAs too, Rhonda?
I think there's some kind of mold problem in our house. I keep finding this nasty kind of thick slime residue near the air vent, and I think it's scaring the pets. Our poor cat hasn't wanted to come back inside yet, so I need this fixed as soon as possible.
Well, Rhonda, thankfully it's not black mold, so you will not become incredibly offensive to people. You'll still be a sane and very sweet person by the end of this. However, it's also not carbon monoxide. You got a deeper issue, and I'm going to tell you in just a moment. Please stay on the line.
Please hold.
She has a lussie. She's got one massive lussie problem. Okay, I need to tell her, what do you think the slime tastes like? You guys ever, there's a book actually about how to cook with cum? let me look. How to cook with semen. Here we go. The book is called Natural Harvest, a collection of semen-based recipes. And the image is of a caramel flan. Like the cover image is of a caramel flan. Semen, this is a description of the book. Semen is not only nutritious, but it also has a wonderful texture and amazing cooking properties. Like fine wine and cheeses, the taste of semen is complex and dynamic. Semen is inexpensive to produce, and it's commonly available in many, if not most, homes and restaurants. Oh, fuck. Not in many, if not most, homes and restaurants. Imagine you go to a restaurant, okay? And the chef takes your order, and it's like, again? And then they're like, and they're already sweaty, but they're starting to sweat even more, and it's like, this is the 12th time in the last hour. All right, I'm gonna do it. Load up the good shit. He goes into a small room. He goes into the bathroom, and he comes out, and your food is ready. Despite all of these positive qualities, semen remains neglected as a food. This book hopes to change that. Once you overcome any initial hesitation, you'll be surprised to learn how wonderful semen is in the kitchen. Semen is an exciting ingredient that can give you every dish you make an exciting twist. If you're a passionate cook, and you are not afraid to experiment with new ingredients, you will love this cookbook. Who wrote it? Paul Fotenheyer. So Paul is, I mean, Paul can get semen at any moment, right? He can get semen anywhere. So, you know, he had a long time to think about how to make this book. He also wrote Semenology, the Semen Bartender's Handbook. This is the ultimate handbook for mixologists looking for ingredients that go beyond exotic fruit juices and rare spirits. Driven by a commitment and passion for the freshly harvested ingredients, Semenology pushes the limits of classic bartending. Semen is often freely available behind most bar counters and adds a personal touch to any cocktail. The connoisseur will appreciate learning how to mix selected spirits to enhance the delicate flavors of semen. The book provides useful tips to cover every detail of semenology, from mixing and presentation to harvesting and storage advice. In a similar vein, I wonder how the lusty slime tastes like. Because do you think the lusty slime tastes like, you know, the ocean? Or do you think it tastes like... It has to taste like something, right? Every bit of slime tastes like something. If we can use snail mucus to put on like a mask for you to like take care of your face, you can do the same for lusty slime. That, or you make like a semenology book about it. I'm sorry for telling you all of that, but I hope that you all agree with me that semen is an underutilized ingredient, and it is easy to acquire. You like semenology, Tim?
Oh my God! I think there's an avalanche outside. Our home is right below the mountain. Please send someone over before it's too late.
Well, I know you can't hear me, but it doesn't matter what I do. It's already too late for you.
Please hold.
That's unfortunate. Okay, you called me a bit too late. See, you should call about an avalanche before it starts to fall. You think it's a bit too late? Yeah, I think it's a bit too late. Actually, no. Let's see. Maybe he pressed the wrong button.
Oh my God! I think there's. Oh my God! I think there's an avalanche. Oh my God! I think there's an. Oh my God! 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 I think there's an avalanche outside. Our home is right below. Oh my
I
God!
really,
I
really.
think there's an avalanche.
You know what it is? His problem is that he keeps saying, "Oh my God." He keeps panicking instead of telling us what the problem is.
Oh my God! I think there's an avalanche outside. Our home is right below the mountain. Please send someone over before it's too late.
I think what happened is he pressed the stop call button. So let's see the avalanche thing here. Let's just take our time to read this again, okay? Avalanches are large quantities of rapidly moving snow, usually occurring in steep sloped environments such as mountains or hills. Homeowners experiencing an avalanche will often report shaking, thunderous sounds coming from above, or sudden burials. Sir, you are suffering from an avalanche. You are suffering from an avalanche. And I don't know how to help you. Oh my God, I think there's an avalanche outside! Oh my God! I've only killed one person today, Sam.
Doctors told me to call here.
Really?
I think
What do you
I
have?
caught some kind of dog disease.
What?
My neighbor's freak dog sneezed on me or something, and now it's growing on me.
Like,
I can feel
how?
it underneath my skin, this horrid little bump forming.
Oh,
It's hurting
no.
very badly. Please, can you tell me what to do?
Yes, Sam. First off, do not pop it. And whatever you do, isolate yourself. Say goodbye to your kids. This may be the last time they see you for 3 months, which is kind of, it's
Please hold.
what usually happens. You are suffering from the red nose, which is a hazardous. It doesn't actually do anything, but just be ready. You can easily spread it. Just stay away from animals from now on, and children and your wife. Stay away from or your husband. Stay away from me. I don't want to be around you. You're gonna get me sick, honey. To be fair, what's funny is that one time my wife and I got sick. So I got sick with the flu, and I was like, "Honey, I need help." So okay, you hurry up and tell me my coworkers.
Someone
sorry.
is coming into my home.
Oh wow. Okay,
Security
cool.
cameras broke on me, so I can't see who it is. I can hear their shoes squeaking or something in the footage when they came in to steal my Santa outfit. Do you have some kind of policy compensating your customers for selling them faulty equipment?
Sir, we don't care about your Santa equipment. And guess what, buddy? If you're gonna RP as Santa IRL, you gotta work on your attitude, alright, buddy. That's a weak beard and a weak hairline to play as Santa.
Please hold.
Fucking assholes yelling at the support person as if it's my fault. But one time, my wife and I got really sick with flu. I got it first, and so I called my wife. This was before she lived with me, like a long time ago when we were like dating. And I was like, honey, I need help. And then she was like, oh, what happened? And I was like, I have the flu. So she came over to help take care of me. And I was like, don't kiss me or anything. But then she was like, but I love you. So she kissed me. And then when I got better, she got sick with the flu. And I was like, well, what do they say about not kissing me? She's like, but I love you. And then so I started taking care of her. But then I also love her, so I kissed her. And when she didn't have the flu anymore, I got the flu again. it was just back and forth constantly. I was shitting every single fucking day. There was shit coming out of my asshole. It was just a consistent like stream of shit. It just didn't stop, and we just kept like, I don't know why we like, it was so stupid of us, but it was so funny too. Anyway, same thing with the red nose. Red nose is the exact same thing. You may love your dog, but you don't want to love your dog in that moment. You can love your dog later. You both are so smart. You know what it is? You've never felt love in your life, so you don't understand the feeling that overwhelms you. Like, how cold am I to say that to you? You know what I mean? You never felt love, so you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. And we squeaking with their shoes came in to steal their Santa outfit. I have no clue what this could be. Oh, where? I'm sorry. Get shit on. Now, what is stolen? What makes a squeaking noise? It's not the Yuleman. It's not the Yule goat. But stealing the Santa outfit reminds me of like missing clothes, right? And like, but the squeaking is the thing that really makes me go like, there's no way it's a Yule cat at the same time. Can't see anything. Because, like, sure, it can break into homes if it's hungry. But you can hear the shoes squeaking means that it has to be wet in some way. So maybe it did come from the outside. But then missing clothes does fit. But, like, there's no way it's just that, right? It has to be something more. Let's check out snow golems. Maybe they do squeakies? No? No, these would break heaters and not clothing. The twilight? Is it the I don't think it's... Well, the twilight is the main thing that's affecting us. Is a sinking foundation? No. It's not a reanimation. Most of these are fairly tame. Is it an ogress? I don't think so, right? In high elevations during the winter, they'll see fit to visit a home if they fail to acquire their targets through other means. They don't? Oh, because it's in response to a Yuleman or a Yule cat. So maybe it's not that. It's not a mountain warlock, I don't think. Wait a minute. What if the other guy who said like, oh, like their house is being attacked, what if it's because, oh my god, they suffered from a warlock? They didn't suffer from an avalanche, they suffered from a warlock. They have a homeless dude just living above in a cave. God damn it. And it's a lassie? Or a mare? Maybe a mare. Lamp sprite? No, it's not this. Lamp sprite is probably not that either. Hands! I forgot about hands actually. What does hands do? Sneaking into homes and domains of the affluent. Faint sounds of rustling. Appearance of strange markings. Occupants behaving abnormally, suddenly. Debauchery, sex. How come debauchery, isn't debauchery just having sex? Debauchery. Oh, it's excessive sex. Is there really such a thing as too much? Most people have too little. Reddit.com/r/dead bedrooms. It's not a frost wisp because frost wisp would make you feel cold. Oh, maybe it's a frost. Is it a forgotten boggart? No, there's only one forgotten boggart, so it can't be a boggart as well. It's not elves because elves are there to pretend like they're people. Dorcher, common hob, closet lavender. It's not claw because you'd see like giant mounds of like stone outside of his home. Could be carbon monoxide. I'm gonna say it's a Yule cat. But if it's not, then it's carbon monoxide, because he may have just misplaced his clothing. When is it ever carbon monoxide? I hope the DLC ends on carbon monoxide. He's dead. He died. I failed. Oh my god, he actually died. Oh no. Guys, cheer level this holiday season is looking very grim. We're at 75% cheer. It's not good. People are dying. People are falling apart. I'm not good at my job. But what I am good at is saying hello to Canada. Let's go. Daily Twilight Report, December 24th, 1996. Phenomena sighted across North Dakota? What the fuck? Now it's in North Dakota? Hold up, give me a second. You Dakotans, right? American Anthem. Phenomena sighted across North Dakota at approximately 02. Wait, is Dakota in is that in America? North Dakota. Yeah, it's in America. At approximately 0200 hours. Estimated proximity is around 50,000 miles or 80,467.2 kilometers within active feeding range. That's terrifying. Current risk profile of moderate to high. Cheer levels should be closely monitored. HSH Observatory. See, now the Americans are taking over. It's like, dude, like the one time the Canadians have something going on, the Americans swoop in and they go, mine. What now, Rodney? I don't know if you heard already, but the Pest Control Department has been panicking, sending out vans all morning. I think something big might be going down. I know you have a lot on your plate already, so I figured I'd give you a heads up. Apple. Also, happy Christmas Eve. Hope you've been good this year. Winky face. Rodney, I don't like you. Stop messaging me. God. Rebecca can't get peace around here. Fuck. Oh, say, can't you see by the light of the sun? I don't know the listen. You can't hate on me for not knowing the lyrics to the American anthem, because I'm not American. That's my Canadian pass. It's my C pass for not knowing the American anthem. When is Carol gonna call? She's gonna warn me about my falling cheer levels, isn't she? Oh, what? Hudson, who are you?
HSH Pest Control.
Hey,
Listen up.
yeah.
The Mouse King is loose, and it's our understanding he means to stir up trouble of the Yuletide variety.
What?
My boys are working around the clock to find him and stop him in his tracks before things get too hairy, but sometimes things slip through the cracks. Little things, if you get my meaning. If you hear anything strange, let us know as soon as you can. There's new data coming your way. Read it carefully. Keep those eyes peeled. Hudson out.
Two things. Who is the Mouse King? Two, I can't, like, this is actually it. Like, the people that are keeping you safe on a daily basis just look like this. Like, just what's crazy is that we forget that the average person is doing their best to keep society running. So thank you, average people of this world, not my chatters, for taking care of us in this world. You're doing us a great service. What's a belt snickle? Oh dear God, it has a face. You do not want a problem.
We need someone to come check our house for damage.
What
I
happened?
think I felt an earthquake last night. And this morning, I noticed those godless
and this
Hendersons
morning-
across the street crying about something with the police.
What?
So I'm fairly sure whatever happened must have been enough to damage our property.
Those godless... What's crazy is they said those godless Hendersons across the street crying about something with the police. There's property damage. I need one more... Can I ask you one more question? Whitaker, that's a very good name. I like that name a lot. It sounds cool, but I don't know the history of the name. So if it's a name of some controversial figure in the world, I'm sorry. Are you rich?
Please hold.
He'll think about that. He'll think about that a lot, because then he'll be like, should I not have called them? I don't know. Bellsnickle is a human-shaped pine-based life form that is known to visit on winter nights, adorned in animal furs and a wooden mask bearing a friendly visage. Homeowners experiencing a bellsnickle often report break-ins, finding berries, sap, pine needles, or scratch marks on the floor, or dead pets. One of these is not like the other. Can you guess which? Bellsnickles do not pose any mortal harm to humans they encounter, but they are known to occasionally lash out at those they perceive as wrongdoers. Oh! Their presence can be highly hazardous to any furry, mammals, or pets in the house. I thought it ended there because of the thing, and I was like, that's a great statement. Should they require more pelts? The berries they occasionally leave behind are both safe to eat and delicious. POV, you're like the Steve Irwin of like HSH, and you run like a promo video. Here we have the droppings of a bell snickle. We've already gotten rid of the bell snickle, and it's left behind these delicious treats on the floor. See, every bell snickle berry has the essence of a dead pet inside of it, and as you eat it, it tastes beautiful and delicious. Bell snickles will usually pass through a home and move on to others by the end of a single night. Multiple visits to a single home are rare, but more persistent visitations may be a sign of troublesome moral activities occurring inside the home. The whores, the sluts, the knaves, the scoundrels. Why is sex immoral? This one's terrifying. You wake up and you think it's your parents at the Christmas tree, or you think it's Santa. So you wake up and you're like, Santa, Santa! And you see her, the gift hag, waiting, sitting, watching, poking your tree for some reason, saying, your Game Boy Advance is in the box over there, Billy. Why don't you come over and play some gargoyle with me? The gift hag is a humanoid creature, somewhat resembling an elderly human woman with a smiling face covered in soot or soil. It is known to quietly slip into homes during the winter, and often leaves behind trinkets such as makeshift dolls, wooden idols, or sharp twigs and rocks. Sharp twigs and rocks. Oh, that's so good. The gift hag and its gifts are mostly harmless to humans, though careless play with sharp rocks and twigs can often result in human children injuring themselves. I'm so gassy, sorry. If homeowners wish to keep the gift hag from entering their home during the winter, they may choose to close off access to the home's chimney. So she's nice. She's just a lonely old woman, actually. That feels kind of sad, you know what I mean? Because like hags are sort of like said to be long-living, sort of almost like witches of the world, but not really, because like apparently a witch and a hag are very, very different from each other. But similar in like power concept, right? The gift hag, of all the hags that we've seen so far, is just lonely. It's a hag that's gained the power to be a hag, but realized that with long life comes long loneliness, comes solitude that is endless in its depth and in its length. Whereas before there would be an end to the depth at some point, even in death, here there's nothing. So every winter she seeks out a home, clinging to her past, her human past, clinging to a life that she once lived, a happier winter time, hot chocolate by the fire, and a family cozying around her, asking her, Grandma, what gifts did I get? But she knows deep in her heart, no matter how many Game Boys she gives out, it's not enough to tide over, to wash over the fear that rises in people's hearts when they see her. Wake up, The Hunt! Holy shit, that's cool. The Hunt is a storm-like fungal. What is with men and like feeling? I don't know why. Like I don't know why I keep doing this. What is it with me? Maybe it's not just men. Maybe it's just me. What is it with me and like seeing and like seeing the equivalent of like what sounds like The Purge and going like, oh, that sounds fucking sick. Let's go. It's like, dude, The Hunt sounds violent and awful. Why do I feel like this? The urge to die in a ritualistic death as you fight for your life in a societal conflict that happens once a year on Christmas Eve, aka called Boxing Day. Honestly, if you go shopping on the Boxing Day, it really is like a fight to your death. It's a fight for your life, sorry. The Hunt is a storm-like fungal weather phenomenon that carries with it large quantities of infectious, snow-like spores. Ooh. Homeowners caught in the Hunt commonly report thunder, blizzards, electrical outages, and violent or erratic behavior from neighbors. Danger. The Hunt's powerful winds can often cause trees to break or fall, which can lead to dangers such as property damage, electrical outages, or fires. The Hunt's spores, if ingested, can also cause unpredictable and hazardous some symptoms in humans, such as color blindness, physical deformations, and cannibalistic desires. Wow. Solution. If the Hunt is expected to pass through one's neighborhood, homeowners can take measures to keep safe by quarantining themselves within a basement, cellar, or other underground shelter until the storm and ensuing panic passes. It is advised to keep an emergency supply of food, medicine, and water stocked for such an occasion. The locomotive. POV, you use the subway one time and you realize that we are far behind Japan's public transit system, so now you don't even dare call it a public transit system. You call it the locomotive, only spoken of in like whispers. FedEx delivery! The locomotive is a large, segmented, train-like organism that can only be seen by animals and human children. It is known only to appear after nightfall after the 21st of December. Homeowners affected by the locomotive often report the floor rumbling at night, distant whistling, snow falling in strange patterns, or missing children. The locomotive is harmless to human adults, but can prove particularly harmful or even fatal to human children if they choose to enter its domain. Children bearing sufficient faith are known to return the following morning, however. What? Sufficient faith? Godless? The godless Hendersons. The rumbling. I think I felt an earthquake last night. The rumbling. Oh my god. There is no known solution for removing the locomotive from the occupied area while it is stopped. However, the locomotive only remains in one location for a few minutes at a time to attract its prey, before it will move on to other territory on its own. To prevent harm, children and the pets should be supervised or kept indoors. The Mouse King. Oh my god, we gotta learn about the Mouse King. Okay, wait. I need to pee for this. I need to pee so I can focus on the Mouse King. Everyone stare at his face for the time being. I'll even play you a song for him, okay? BRB. I really do need to get the version of that song without the high-pitched thing, because the high-pitched thing that we did a long time ago was for one single game. It was just for a game, it was just for a run of Pookie Rogue before the game went to shit and became a very toxic wasteland. It was just for that one moment. It sounds better without the high pitch. Let's listen to the Mouse King. Sounds alright. The Mouse King is a prominent member of a traitorous clan of mice, known for recruiting and leading them in nefarious activities such as riots, heists, and assassinations. Homeowners with the Mouse King often report sounds of squeaking, scratching, and seeing strange mice behaviors such as mass coordination, or attempts at communication, or asking for pay raises. It's like, we demand higher pay, squeak! The Mouse King poses an incredible threat to all living things, and its destruction should be immediately prioritized. The Mouse King should be stopped at all costs, by any means necessary. Homeowners are highly encouraged to use lethal removal methods, including but not limited to mouse traps, toxic rays, sharp implements, or any licensed firearms. If homeowners will not oblige, they're advised. It should be more like you must call HSH's Pest Control Services. The Mouse King must be stopped at all costs. We must slay the Mouse King. Down with the king! Perkta. Oh my god. Oh, that is fascinating. That is beautifully terrifying. The DLC has some like genuinely good stuff. It's like it carries the same theme of like the monsters that you almost can't comprehend because they're so different, but yet so close that it feels terrifying. And the ways that they can appear feel like they can happen at any moment. I'm gonna have nightmares, okay? But then even the designs of the monsters seem to speak or spark in me this feeling, this discomfort, this like understanding that, oh my god, this could be out there. Perkta is a large humanoid creature vaguely resembling an elderly human woman with a beak-like nose and long sheet-like skin. Perkta is known for entering homes full of refuse, chaos, and filth. That includes my home. Homeowners experiencing Perkta often report break-ins, nightly sounds of clattering, and shed skin on the floors. Perkta is incredibly dangerous to homeowners inhabiting its chosen domains, as will often utilize nearby humans as makeshift scarecrows to keep others at bay. Most human adults do not usually survive this process. Scarecrows, there's one very interesting thing about scarecrows in particular. They don't have limbs. A scarecrow's defining feature is the body, the upper arms, and the upper legs. The lower legs and the extremities, like the extremities of your limbs, don't really matter. On top of that, you must stay completely still. And so I imagine a stick up your ass all the way up through your spine probably hurts like hell. So, Jesus Christ. Proctor cannot be easily or safely removed from a home if that it is claimed, so it is advised for homeowners to immediately evacuate the premises if Proctor is suspected to be present. Most homeowners are advised to prevent Proctor from being attracted to the homes in the first place, keeping the homes clean and free of filth. It's like those stories that people would like tell you. They'd be like, "Okay, son, time to clean your room, otherwise Proctor will come and eat you alive." And then 7-year-old Billy is like, "Oh my god." The Saint. Saint Nicholas! POV, you live in a small city, and your local mall Santa is like the one dude who they were able to find this year, but very, very late. Super skinny, like hasn't eaten in a couple days, and his beard is like a pasted-on beard. That's just your neighbor. Yeah, exactly. It's just like, this is small town Santa versus like large town Santa. Like New York City mall Santa, that guy is a professional. He's been Santa his entire life. This is like, you know, this is out in Podunk nowhere in like North Dakota. The Saint is like, by the way, I'm not American. I have no clue how large North Dakota is. Your neighbor always has weird ass noises coming from his apartment. Do you think he's doing drugs? Like, he might be doing drugs. The Saint is a warlock, sometimes resembling a bearded, elderly human male, adorned in thick robes, often seen riding a pale, horse-like creature. The Saint is known for traveling through snowstorms at night, leaving strange artifacts on the doorsteps of the homeowners. Often, the Saint's arrival is followed by the sinner shortly afterward. What? The sinner? Danger. The acceptance of the artifacts granted by the Saint by bringing them within one's home can often result in the gift receiver experiencing great fortune and luck for a span of 30 years. After the 30-year period, the Saints will return to collect their due. It is advised to not accept these gifts. It's a loan? While the Saint cannot be prevented from delivering their gifts, homeowners can simply remove the gifts from their doorsteps and burn them outdoors to prevent accidental acceptance. It is, however, highly advised to wait until the morning after the following day to remove these gifts. This is the thing, right? If you're 70 years old and you're about to die, okay, and you accept the gift, but you then take whatever you had, like all that good luck and like fortune, and you buy things for other people, does it pass on the debt to your children? Because if I was old, I would take this. If I knew I was gonna die tomorrow, I would take this deal 100%. That way my wife could live in luxury. I would even do it even if I'm not gonna die tomorrow, because in 30 years, if I don't have a solution, like, dude, just take me. Like, I messed up. It's okay. I've lost, you know? 30 good years is worth more than 100 years of, like, pain. You've literally heard ball rolling in his apartment. You have no idea what he was doing, like a giant concrete ball. You know what it reminds me of? You ever see that video of, like, the neighbors here? The neighbors here. Upstairs neighbors. This one. I can't show it on stream, but I'm gonna link it inside chat. I want you to watch this video. It's a classic video by Above Average called Everyone's Upstairs Neighbors. And it's an interview of upstairs neighbors who take their job seriously. And so they're trying to explain like why they do what they do. And they're explaining the art behind the noises that they make. And it has exactly a scene where they're rolling balls and stuff. They turn on different phones and they stomp on the floor. And they come and they do like weird moans and stuff. It's a great video. It's absolutely great. And the basketball thing, like that's exactly what it's the perfect description of your worst neighbor. Let's see the sinner. Oh my god. Bro, literally. See, I'm telling you, it's the best video ever. The sinner is a large bipedal goat-like creature known for breaking into homes and devouring human children. Usually arriving after a snowstorm, devouring human children. Well, thank God my only child is my dog. Homeowners often report the sound of chains of hooves, broken doors or windows, and missing children. This sinner is highly dangerous to human children that cross its path, as it is known to ravenously attempt to devour them on sight. Human adults that are too large to eat are usually not usually at risk, unless they attempt to come between the sinner and its feast. The sinner will not enter the homes of those with a gift from the saints at their doorstep. Oh, as such, it is highly advised not to remove these gifts on the night of a snowstorm. The sinner will continue to move from home to home once it's successfully fed. So, it's quite literally, it is Santa's gift bag. I really love this concept, because the saint is Santa, but he leaves a gift. But the gift bag, right? The never-ending gift bag that's always full of goodies, well, it's filled up with children. It's the sinner. That's a cool concept. The white. That's just a really sick person. This was most people during 2020, actually. Whites are misshapen form of humans that have been exposed to the effects of the hunt, coming in a variety of unfortunate bodily configurations. Whites are known for their wild. I want to point out here for the people who are listening to this audio only, okay? Because you're gonna be listening to this audio only, and I keep saying the whites, okay? It's not like the whites and the blacks. This is WIGHTS. It's a creature. Homeowners experiencing. Whites are known for their wild and unpredictable violent behavior. Homeowners experiencing whites often report sounds of gurgling, coughing, or hacking. Danger. Whites are highly dangerous and will attempt to bite or otherwise harm most humans and animals on sight. Their relative speed and strength can widely vary, though most direct encounters are fatal. Solution. Whites generally have short lifespans and will often perish on their own, usually within 48 hours from medical disadvantages granted to them by their particular bodily configuration. More persistent whites can be removed with the use of any nearby sharp implements, sharp licensed firearms, or through HSH's pest control services. That's pretty nuts, actually. Imagine seeing your neighbor and they're just sick, and you're like, well, sorry, Jimmy. Looks like your time has come. And you pull out the Glock 40 or the Glock 50 and you just blast them. Licensed firearms. What the hell? That's crazy. Anyways, you have a locomotive. Whitaker, have you been on a call for the last hour? I'm so sorry. It's not like you have anything better to do because you're just a neighborhood gossip. You have a locomotive. Your godless neighbors, because their child didn't believe in God, they have now been sent to heaven. Or hell, I don't know. What do you do in between calls? Like, what do you do in a call center in between calls? Oh! What's your problem?
Oh my God, they're hideous! Your info package was no help at all! That disgusting, sagging thing came back and I saw them take away my blankets! I'll be seeking business elsewhere! Thanks for nothing!
It's not just the new things. It's so he was suffering from a normal golem. Or like a normal troll. Because the trolls come in to steal clothing. My bad, bro. I kind of forgot that there's more monsters. Honestly, I'm a part-time worker, right? Blame the corporation for hiring somebody and firing them as the season ends to save money a year long as a corporation and not pay taxes and not give me full-time health benefits. Down with capitalism!
I have been robbed. Someone broke into my house and completely cleaned out the fridge and cabinets last night. There's wine all over my floors, discarded milk jugs. It's absolutely disgusting. I demand a refund for this useless home security package you people sold me. It's only good for hearing thieves cackle after the fact.
Well, Nick, I'm going to tell you right now. The reason why we have these systems, these systems are trying to keep you safe. And we're trying to keep you alive, but clearly you don't believe in us and what we do, so therefore it's a you problem.
Please hold.
I don't know what cleared out her room actually. Someone broke into my house. I'm sorry if you heard that Discord noise too. Someone broke into my house and completely cleaned out the fridge and cabinets last night. The wine all over. Is this a winter thing? Because there was one winter thing that eats things, and it's specifically the mare. Right? Cackle. Cackle. Right? Cackling. Wait a minute. Maybe it is the mare. Where? No, it's not the mare. They've already used the mare once. I don't think they would do it again. But they do use things multiple times. It must be something new. Cackling. Takes all the food from the cabinets. Wine all over my floor. It's discarded milk jugs, and it's absolutely disgusting. Demand a refund. We cleaned the fridge and cabinets last night. Maybe it is something new. It has to be something new that we've never seen before, because otherwise it wouldn't make any sense, right? It can't be something that we've already encountered to some degree. Metronome, troll, wine sprite. Maybe a winter fur. Wood secretions, no. What could possibly eat everything? We've never used a bell-snickle. What's a bell-snickle? Human shapes. Report break-ins. Do you see berries? No, but the cackles. The thing doesn't make any noise. Wait, eats everything in in the cabinets. Was there something before in the original that ate stuff from your cabinets? Wasn't it like a boggart? Or like a... It was a hob. I'm fairly certain it was a hob. No? Common hob? No. It's only about cleaning. This website sucks. Can't even control F. You jest. But a lot of internal like corporate applications I think would do better being implemented on whatchamacallit. On like as a web app of some kind. Because with a web app, what you get naturally is a bunch of utilities that the browser itself gives you. So you get utilities like a search bar. You get utilities like, opening multiple tabs. Like, making your own application almost always is going to suck compared to making a web app. And this is one of the reasons. You can't search the entries. However, it also doesn't really help you, because if your search is different from like a control F, if you only want to search in here but not everywhere else, you still have to make it yourself. But you can just load all this and just have a control F, and it just works. All I'm saying is, Electron is not the evil that we think it is. It's people. People are the evil because people are too stupid to use anything else. Yep. You heard it here first. BRB. Sorry about the chat. Today's quite a busy day. We're doing some planning for my friend's bachelor party. What is eating stuff in your goddamn cabinets? What is this? What could possibly be eating anything, I guess? Face feast, Fae flu. All scurrilers? I don't think they eat stuff in the cabinet, though. But the key is the cackling. I think the cackling is the most important part. They also thought they break inside the home. Oh, you know, I've never looked at the Yuleman. Wait a minute, cackling. Yeah, that's them. It's a Yuleman, because they stolen food, broken windows, they break into the home, and they leave everything everywhere. It's a complete mess. And when it's a mess, out comes the other monsters, right? The Yuleman are a sign of something worse coming, slowly but surely. I got it. What do you do in between jobs? You know, it's the same thing at the office. Because when I'm like waiting for things to happen at like work, I quite literally do nothing. I tend to just zone out and just like rest for like a bit, or like play games or like something. At least when you work from home, you have the option to play Slay the Spire. What do you want, Ray?
It's in my cornflakes.
What?
It's in the ceiling. It's in my coffee. God, it's in the wallpaper. Oh, please, make it go away. Make this godforsaken demon go away.
Oh, you know what? I know exactly who it is. It's the goat. It's the goat. It's the goat monster.
Please hold.
You know what's funny about Ray is that he gets so like surprised that there are goats showing up and stuff, and it's like, dude, it's not that big of a deal. And the Yule goat, honestly, I'd be kind of happy to like have this, right? Think of how much money it costs you to buy like an imprint tool that allows you to put the imprint down to make the shape on your toast. It's very expensive to buy. So the easier thing to do instead is to just have the Yule Goat come into your home for a single day, right? Just right on Christmas time as you're preparing all the snacks, right? Then you get rid of the Yule Goat, and what you're left with are all these beautiful little like drawings on your toast and stuff. I think this is a great ghost to have, and I think these people are freaking out for no reason. You have a great goat here, okay? Come on. You love goat. I love goat. We all love goats. Imagine being afraid of this. Like, imagine you wake up one day and you see this and you start crying. Like, you look at your bread and you start crying. You have a Yule Goat? Wait, Kathy. Oh.
Please hold.
Please hold. I think it's a bit too late for that one. Kathy, I don't really know how to help you here. Everything is shaking. Please send help. Oh god. Oh, you know what? Do you know what? She isn't suffering from any sort of supernatural thing. She's suffering from I thought it would be a sinking foundation. But it would take more time. I think she would call in before it happens, right? I think with it suddenly falling, maybe it's carbon. Maybe it's a clock. I don't know. Like, what should we do? Because this eventually because it eventually forms a deep pit. A deep pit. Or maybe it's an avalanche. Everything is shaking. Please send help. Oh god, maybe it's an avalanche. I don't know. Like, what could possibly be hurting her? Hands? Mr. Hands? No. The locomotive? No. Perkta? No. Ogress? No. What else could cause shaking? Because my only guess right now is that it's a sinking foundation, which is funny to think about. Because she should have called the moment that she saw cracks in her foundation, right? She waited too long to call, and so therefore she's starting to suffer the consequences. But if it's this, that'd be a pretty crazy fast reaction. And that must mean she was waiting until the very last moment to say anything. I'm gonna say it's a sinking foundation that you're about to die. Good luck, Kathy, and hope for the best. Next time, call earlier. It's too late for us. She's dead. It wasn't a sinking foundation. She's dead. She's dead. Was it a clock? It can't have been an avalanche. Like, you know when an avalanche is coming. Wasn't there a monster that caused shaking, though? Wasn't there? I swear there was a monster that caused shaking. Hello, Hudson. Hey, Hudson, what's up?
Pay attention. I've got word from the boys that the Mouse King was last seen wearing a disguise. I repeat, the Mouse King has gone incognito. Be on the lookout for any conspicuous individuals of a rodent-adjacent variety. Hudson out.
Hudson, I can barely even notice words on the screen, let alone a mouse. I don't think I'm gonna be able to help you. Wasn't there something else that causes shaking in the homes? What's crazy too is that one other thing that websites are really good at, and browsers are really good at, is caching. Okay, this application has no caching. Again, another win for Electron. I'm just saying, I think Electron is a lot better than most people think, and I think it's all about this. Like, you get so much out of a browser that you don't need to do yourself. It's not like it's hard to cache, but it is also hard to cache. Hello. Hi, Dorothy.
I think some kind of wild animal's in my house.
Really?
Our poor wooden floors are scratched to hell and back, and there's a bunch of sap and needles and stuff littered around the place. Please, could you send somebody over to find this thing and get it the hell out of my place?
Okay.
Hey, sit quiet, boy. Sit down, hey.
Dorothy, I have two things for you. One, keep your dog away from it. Two, if you see what looks like poop on the floor, it's berries, eat it.
Please hold.
You are in possession of probably the best monster in the entire game, because you actually get to eat food with it too. What's it called again? What's a Perkta? Is it an ogress? No, it's not. What's it called again? Like, imagine you get a pamphlet that says, okay, you now have this monster, don't panic. By the way, eat the berries, they taste delicious. It's like, wait, what? Is it a Deutsche? No, it ain't no torture. No. It seeks out those who are there. Carbon. It can't be carbon. A bell snickle? It is a bell snickle. Okay, keep your dog away, Dorothy. The bell snickle will leave you a snack for later. A nice little berry on the floor. They don't call it a dingleberry for no reason. Is that why they made this monster? Because of a dingleberry? Hey, Kathy. I think it was an avalanche. You know what it is? I can't tell the difference between an avalanche or not, but I should have realized maybe from her clothing that she's cold, right? And also the fact that it's December 24th, 1 day before Christmas. It's a bit late for her. Don't worry. We'll just ignore that. I'm sure she'll be fine and she'll make it through, and that she's okay in the end. I'm sure she'll be all right by the end of it all. At least she won't feel any pain, because when the cold seeps into her bones, the pain will disappear from her body. Hey, Laura, how can I help you?
Please, you have to help me. I think my husband has joined some kind of cult.
What?
He's not acting like himself lately, and I found what looked like satanic symbols in the attic, along with what looked like a scarecrow in the center.
Satanic symbols in the attic, along with what looked like a scarecrow in the center. I'll take a look at this. I thought maybe a perk there, but there's actually another thing that's could be. But let's read the perk there. Report break-ins, night clattering, thing. Probably watching Stick stream. I drive people to the point of insanity, and you start drawing symbols on the floor like, what did he mean by this statement? What did he mean by his goon cave? What is a gooner? And then you start drawing like symbols on the walls, like trying to draw these like various. Because I put some references down, and you're like, what do these references mean? And you're trying to figure things out. This is not a cult. Hey, listen, buddy. I tried my hardest to make sure that people know that this is a cult, alright? I tried my hardest to make sure that people know what's going on over here, okay? This is a cult, and I'm proud of that. It's not a perk. The scarecrow throws you off. But the thing is, sudden changes, right? He's not acting like himself lately, which means it's a sudden change. Which means he's suffering from something that changes your behavior, which we know what it is. Do you know what it is? I don't remember. This one, it's a Hans. And look, it looks like a scarecrow because it's a human shape plus a cloth, rags, and straw. They're worshipping the Hans? They're worshipping Mr. Hands. That's pretty messed up, man. But your husband also knows about E61. I'm so sorry for hitting the mic there. I'm so sorry. You know what? If I worked in a call center, I too would just be silent in between calls to save my voice. I'd be tired of talking. Says the guy who streams for 8 hours a day. I'd be tired of talking. Anyways, welcome to my 7-hour stream. Hello? Hi, Denise.
Our house is falling apart. The floorboards are cracking, the doors aren't closing properly, and nothing is draining anymore. Something very strange is happening, and I suspect it has something to do with my neighbor's renovation project. I've been seeing people hauling around giant rocks all week. Who knows if they damaged something on my property?
Wait, what? You've been seeing people hauling around giant rocks all week. Who knows if they damaged something on my property? Renovation project. At first you would think, oh, sinking foundation, doors aren't closing, nothing is draining. But I think she is dwarves, because dwarves are hauling around rocks. Because they loved... I don't think it's people hauling around rocks. I think it's people hauling around the bodies of dwarves that are clearing out from their neighbor's home. So actually, I think you have a dwarf problem in your home. And you're not in a sinking foundation. But if it is a sinking foundation, I'll know. Because the cheer will drop below 50. And then the twilight will take over. Okay, we're dead. It was a sinking foundation. I was a fool. Oh god, the twilight is going to take over and we're going to be eaten by the stars. The stars will come down to consume us. Space will take back what it gave to us. Space as an experiment gave us life, and now the universe conspires to take us back to it. To take back what it gave us. Hey Georgia.
Someone stole an
Ramadas!
I know it's those no-good Derricksons.
Derricksons!
They've always been jealous of us taking the annual Grand Gingerbread Master Award. Oh, well, rather than improve their own skills, they decided to break into our home last night and steal our post office. I found poor little postman Peter collapsing pieces on the floor, right next to a big hole with the burned remains of our post office inside.
Oh, that's so
The
sad.
police won't do anything. Can you come and perform a citizen's arrest?
Yes, I can perform. Yes, I can perform a citizen's arrest. But actually, you have a larger problem. Please hold.
Please hold.
Oh boy! So now they're eating gingerbread people, which is interesting. So they stole the post office, and they littered with people on the floor. Okay, the burned remains. What? Burnt I found a poor little postman Peter collapsed in pieces on the floor in the yard, right next to a big hole with the burned remains of a post office inside. That's the key, is that there's a burned hole around here. There's a hole. It eats the food, but it makes a hole. I don't know what the fuck this is. I want to be real with you. I don't know anything about holes. Holes? We have to go back from square one. Okay. There's always a system, right? You always have the ability to brute force an answer, to go through it systematically, and to understand things piece by piece. Let us determine what could possibly cause a hole in the middle of their yard, a burned hole that they then drop things into, okay? Ain't no gnome, ain't no avalanche, ain't no bats, ain't no bed hag out there, I don't think. Bellisnickel, do you make holes? No. Bogart? Could be carbon monoxide, TBH, honestly. Like, it's... Clock? I don't know. The clock seemed like it would fit, but it's like a deep pit. So it's like the center of the formation. So it's like... It should be the whole house is sinking into a pit, and not like a small hole, right? Because the way that she describes the hole... Because there's two things, right? When you see a sinkhole, you don't say, oh, there's a hole in the ground. You say, oh my god, hell has opened up. When you see a hole in the ground that your dog has dug, then you say, oh, that's a hole in the ground. It's the wording that makes me think it's a very small hole. But what makes a small hole? In a Deutscher, maybe it's a dwarf actually. Let's see. Wait. Or holes in basements or cellars. No, but it's holes or basements. Is it in the yard? Okay, on the floor in the yard, right next to a big hole with the burned... I found a poor little postman Peter collapsed in pieces on the floor in the yard right next to a big hole with the burned remains of a post office inside. And also, they broke into their home and they stole the post office. So they stole the gingerbread post office. So they stole the food and they brought it outside. So it is something that can take things, but I don't know what takes things. My gums are starting to inflame again. This false caroler eats people, so maybe it's not that. Forgotten Bogart honestly could be it. Forgotten Bogarts are at risk of homes increasing such as flooding, fires, or electric outages. Strange sightings. Because a Bogart, what does a Bogart do in general? They react violently. They are extremely dangerous to humans and pets. Malicious household activities. Nightly household activities, which can cause it's a house fire. Can you imagine? It's like you're suffering from a house fire and you have carbon monoxide. You need to leave the home now. Such as murder, debauchery, or arson, or arson. Sorry, my gum is starting to hurt. Frost wisps, fracture hob. Maybe this? No, but this is just like you feel cold. The gift hag, honestly, the gift hag is just nice. I will never suspect the gift hag. The hunt. The hunt spores, color blindness, physical deformations, and cannibalism. It's not that. Locomotive. Distance whistling, snow falling. Lussie. They'd be slime. We already done. It could be another mare. Although I don't know if the first mare even solved, but it could be a mare. But it eats it, but it would eat the food. It wouldn't burn the food. What if it's the mouse king, chat? Squeaking, scratching. What if that last one was the Mouse King? Squeaking, scratching. I think the last one was the Mouse King trying to do stuff. Like, what's weird is that the Mouse King is I forget the term, but the idea is that the Mouse King, you can only discover if it's the Mouse King by excluding everything else. It's like a diagnosis by exclusion, I think it's called, or something. Because its symptoms are so similar to everything else that you're more likely to have it be those. But if it's not any of those specifically, then it has to be this left. Could be a warlock, TBH. What eats their food, then leaves the food in a burned hole outside? I really don't know. Hurta. Hurta? Entering homes full of refuse, shed skin on floors. I know she didn't find any skin on the floors, so pine sprites. It could be a raccoon actually, because raccoons, I mean, they do use like they do have thumbs, and it could cause fires. It could be the saint. No, but he only comes in snowstorms. Good luck. Sinking foundation. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Think about this. Someone stole a competition out from this. I know there's no good days. They've always been jealous of us taking the annual Gingerbread Master Award. Always. They've always been. She's old. Guess what happens with the saint? You take the gift of the saint, and at some point, he's going to take the gift back, because he will return to collect his dues. I'm going to say that my idea is genius, and nothing else matters. I'm going to say you're being visited by the saint. Did you strike a deal with the devil 30 years ago, Georgia? Answer me, Georgia. This is a serious crime. She's dead. I failed. The bar went down. She's absolutely dead. On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me her will in the case that she died. On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a premonition of the chaos outside. Hello, Wade.
I'm not sure who else to call about this.
Not me.
But, something very weird is going on in our neighborhood.
Like what?
Strange man in a large trench coat and Halloween mask is going around ringing neighbors' doors, carrying some kind of paper or notes. He hasn't come to my house yet, but I'm very afraid of what they might be up to. Pepper! Pepper, stop scratching the door. He's going to think we're home.
Pepper, shut the fuck up, Pepper. Pepper, we're gonna fucking die. Shut the fuck up. Some strange man in a large trench coat and Halloween mask is going around ringing neighbors' doors. I think this is him. No, but going around the neighborhood. I think he would be aware, but trench coat, right? It's either this or a false caroler. But he's not hearing singing. He isn't hearing singing, I don't think. So I think it's actually, I think it is the saint. This is, I'm gonna guess the saint, and I'm sure it's that answer. Trust me on this one. I'm a genius. Watch my cheer go up. On the final day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a final warning for my sins. Georgia!
They're alive! But they're taking everything! Who's swimming Patty? No! Come back!
Oh. The key was that her gingerbread postmen were crying. They were crying. Get a colony of like creatures. What creatures could those have been? What the fuck? The hell are those? You just kept them? Wait, so however many years ago, right? Georgia found a monster and said, "You know what? I'm going to turn you into a beautiful gingerbread home." Hey Wade, how you doing?
He's at my door. The trench coat man. The info you sent didn't help, and now he's here. The least you can do is stay on the line with me while I get rid of him. Sir, kindly get off my property now before I... Pepper,
No.
what are you doing?
Please close the door, please.
What the hell is going on?
Oh my god. I feel kind of bad for him. However, I'm glad that more people are dying this time, so we hear more cool phrases, right? What is the man? It has to be this thing then. It has to be. Please don't let it be my boss. Porter, hello. Who are you?
I need you to send out someone to change out our locks. My mother-in-law has finally gone far enough, and I've had it with her. I don't know how, but I think she's managed to get a copy of my key to come in and leave these creepy little dolls for my kids at night. I saw that old bag myself on the security camera. It's a bit fuzzy, but I can make out those crony old arms of hers.
How come nobody likes their mother-in-law? You know what it is? Mothers, you know what it is? Parents in general tend to be bad. Sorry, I'm just monologuing to my chat.
Please hold.
Parents in general tend to be bad, right? The truth is, parenting is a hard job. Well, it's hard in that you don't really get much sleep, but it's very easy in the steps. The steps are as follows. Feed your child, spend time with them. The problem is that it takes a lot of time, you have to feed them constantly. So, I don't blame people for hating their mother-in-law, but it is kind of annoying to have to deal with the family stuff. Is it the hag? It's 100% the hag, yeah. Because he just believes that any old woman has to be his mom. Because who else could possibly, well, his mother-in-law. Because who else could possibly be making his life a living hell? And yet, is that true? Is that really true? No. The truth is, your mother-in-law, though she may be awful at what she does, she tried her best. Anyways, all this to say, Porter, I'm going to recommend that you also get a divorce. Because clearly, you can't handle everything that comes with the marriage. Buddy. Ah. I clocked out. Look, 60% accuracy. Pretty good. I'm just saying, okay, baseball, like somebody has 60% accuracy, they are one of the best. They are one of the best batters in the entire game. Okay, 60% swing percentages, that's amazing. Aiming for 100 is absurd. Is it Canada? Daily Twilight Report 12/25/96. Phenomena sighted all across all northern territories. This is Canada. Because here, we call it the territories. In the States, you'd call it the states. Baby, we're back. And do you know what's back? I'm about to show you. Canada, baby! Canada's back! Let's go, Canada! That's what I'm talking about. Canadians once again winning. We always stay winning. Phenomena sighted all across the northern territories, approximately 600 hours. Estimated proximity is around 10,000 miles, or 16,093.44 kilometers. Currently feeding. Current risk profile very high. Increased levels of secure spreading is highly advised. Thank you from the HSH Observatory. Merry Christmas, Rodney. What do you want? Hey, what are you doing here on Christmas, dog? XD. I fucking hate Rodney. Unfortunately, we both know why. I'm sorry this always falls on your plate, Becca. Don't you dare give me a nickname. I don't even know you enough. I hate you. Especially with the extra madness going on at pest control this year. Today's gonna be a rough one. Here's hoping to see you tomorrow, dude. We all have you to thank for this past year. Rodney. Love you, Becca. Don't call me Becca ever again. You know me! You know who I am! I hiccuped as soon as I said that. I can't scream today. Okay. Things are gonna be okay. Things are gonna be okay, Chad. Don't worry. The holiday cheer is here to stay. Because I'm gonna steer the holiday cheer to its final destination because everyone's gonna die. Everyone's gonna die. Everyone's gonna fall apart and die. There won't be a single person left alive in this hellscape. The only safe place left is in Canada. Because the Canadians are the only ones who can survive this hellhole. Hello! Hudson!
Here. We almost had him, but that little royal pain has given us the slip. He was last seen hightailing it towards the head office with his swarm in tow. I repeat, you have a whole gaggle of mice coming your way. My boys are coming in to break the walls down. We're gonna seize the king no matter what. Tell your buddies up at IT they're gonna have plenty of work ahead of them tomorrow. That's how it has to be. Hudson out.
Should I be worried for my safety? Does the Mouse King commit murder? Or is it similar to a union? You know what I mean? Like, am I going to die, Hudson? Like, should I be worried about this? New permissions updated. What permissions? Everything's open already. What's, like, new? What permissions? What? What permissions? Huh? The Mouse King? Because what if he assassinates me? I don't want to be assassinated. Carol!
Greetings, Rebecca.
Hi, Carol.
I'm certain that you've seen the skies today.
No, I
The
haven't
light's
seen
gaze
anything.
has fallen upon us.
Mm.
I'm calling to wish you and the rest of the caller response team the best of fortunes. I know I need not remind thee that this day is one of great import. And is to be treated with the utmost gravity.
I'm
much
totally.
merriment and cheer to all you can, and I hope to
Yes.
see you all on the morrow.
Yes. I will try my best, boss. Carol, I'm going to try my best to spread cheer around the world because Christmas time is about giving. I'm going to give you a tomorrow. Isn't that the best thing in the world? Because if I don't give you a tomorrow, I mean, we're all going to die. What was the new piece of information that I learned? Nothing. Maybe it's the Twilight. Read this. Nope. Same thing as always. By the way, this is Christmas Day. Let's see what problems people have on a Christmas Day. Denise! Oh, you called before and I said that you had dwarves. I'm so sorry. It seems like you're not gonna make it. That's a shame. Well, that's Denise dead. She called yesterday about her home, and she didn't fix the foundation of her home. I listen, dwarves. Why did she say something about rocks? Okay, I see rocks. I think dwarves. Who knew that she was going to die? Who knew? Who knew? Oh well, that's the way it goes. This may be the last phone call I take. Please don't fire me.
Some
hi, Deborah.
hooligan has broken into our house.
Really?
I heard them fiddling around last night with God knows what and came downstairs to find they disappeared. They even drank all the milk we left out for Santa.
All the
Thankfully,
milk.
my kids are none the wiser.
This is a hob.
Please hold.
Deborah, you got a major problem, okay? But thank God you're now calling back to a normal time. Because I remember the hobs. It's not a fracture hob. It's actually a, these guys love cheese. It's a common hob. The common hob in your home will love to drink milk. So you accidentally fed a hob and made it so that it didn't metamorphosize? You saved your children from a painful death. I'm proud of you, Deborah. You did the only thing that you could. You are the only successful parent I've seen on this show so far. On this work, on the job. Show. As if people's lives are a game. As if it's all just a game to be played. Hello. I will keep you safe.
Is it normal for a northern lights to show up in broad daylight for us folks
Broad
in Texas?
daylight?
The sky's been looking real strange all day. Could a power plant be leaking nearby or something? Looks like the sky went all radioactive, if you know what I mean.
Well, Dale, you got one of them fake Texas accents. I can tell because I do the same accent. I sound exactly like you, Dale. So let me put you on hold and say,
Please
we need a voice
hold.
actors union. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna say that you're suffering from the twilight, and you should absolutely try not to deal with it. Apparently, I don't even know what this does. Like, do we just tell him that yeah, it's twilight, you're going to die, so good luck and Godspeed, I guess. Like, what is telling him change? But I was correct. Woo! That's the sound of fire truck going to your home after you realize that nothing can save you. And you try to call 911, but it's too late and the monsters have already eaten you alive, like the twilight in the sky. In the sky. Hello. What do you want?
They tried taking my baby. I boarded everything up.
What?
But I think I made them mad.
What?
I hear something coming. Something coming from the mountains. Listen to this. You have to help me.
Something coming from the mountain. I boarded everything up and now it made it mad. They
Please
tried
hold.
taking my baby. Ain't that a mountain warlock? Not a warlock remnant. What the? Oh, it's a network error. God damn it. Tell the IT team to pick it up, okay? I'm sick and tired of IT. I'm always asking for higher and higher pay and giving me goddamn zero results. If it's not a mountain warlock, this death is on them. That was an IT failure that killed that lady and her child. IT is a goddamn cost center. You know that? IT people believe that they change things and their power multiplier. No. The only thing they multiply is the number of times I want to go jump off a cliff. Is this IT?
There's a nudist in our neighborhood.
Really?
I contacted the authorities about this pervert crisis, but they told me to call you instead. Last night, I saw my neighbor darting through the neighborhood completely in the nude. The pervert looked like he was terrified of being caught, as he's right to be. I need you to send someone over to arrest this nuisance right now.
Nudists are funny to me, especially people who are like exhibitionists, because it's like
Please hold.
they think that if they're naked, people will enjoy it, but it's like, dude, like you're just bothering people. Ma'am, it's actually not a nudist. He's actually trying to keep all of you safe, because he's trying to give clothing to the Yule cat. Unfortunately, you don't believe him, and so therefore you're going to die next. Average stick viewer, just completely naked, going outside in the wild, just everything's outside. Do women enjoy breeze through their vaginas the same way that men enjoy breeze through their balls? Like, does it get hot down there? Because the balls get hot, but like they're like two extra implements. But the vagina is just like there. Does it get hot, or is it like your normal average like skin feeling? I guess it's like on the boob. Hello.
Oh, thank God you answered. I don't know how long we have before the power goes out again.
What?
But please, you have to send somebody out here. I'm at 451 Grover Lane. The storm is bad. It's really, really bad. And my mom got caught in a storm on her walk, and now she's in pain. I didn't know who else to call. What do I do?
Oh no. Well, first off, you just dox yourself live on stream, so hope you like the pizza and the swatting. Second
Please
off,
hold.
you're currently in the middle of a hunt, I think. If I'm correct on this one, I think a hunt is going on at the moment, and you will eventually die pretty soon. I hate the IT team, they cause me all sorts of stress. I hate the IT team, they never send their best. When I look up information in the system, they say, sorry, 401 network error not found. Are you IT?
It's here! Cheerful! My baby! My baby! Please, you have to help me. You have to send some.
Oh my god. Well, I failed her, but that's fine because the twilight is going to kill her anyways, so her suffering will end by the morrow. right? It's why I'm ruining Christmas here to give us all a chance to end this endless suffering that is life. The eternal suffering. Hello.
We need help. I think we're caught in an avalanche. I don't know what to do.
Oh, no.
Everything is shaking.
Is it okay? The problem with the avalanche, right? Is it an avalanche or is it like shaking? Like I don't know. I'm just gonna say avalanche. All right, you're caught in an avalanche. Go help yourself. Fuck you! It had weird noises. Well, I don't know what that means. I don't know what like creature it corresponds to, but it doesn't matter. It's not my problem. She's dead now. It doesn't matter. Whatever it was, look. As long as we have over 20% cheer, I'm happy. Listen, life has been hard. Okay, as long as Christmas has a 25% cheer rate, I think we're gonna be okay. As long as I don't mess up ever again. Hey, Rod.
Hey, yeah, there's something real strange happening outside our house.
Whatever.
The sky looks all green, and I have a bad feeling about it. A real bad feeling.
Rod, that is the twilight getting stronger because I failed all of you. I couldn't keep the cheer going on. So you're slowly dying. So here, have the twilight pamphlet. Be prepared to die. Rod, be prepared to die. There's actually nothing we can do. It's a bit like a Deutsche, but for the entire world. So every year we just try our best. I also love this too, like because it's a beautiful phenomenon. But attaching this like horror to it makes it feel like, oh god, like when it comes, it's too late for us as a humanity as a whole. Hello, Joseph.
There's someone trying to spy on my son Richie and I.
What?
Just the other night, while it was raging outside, some prankster with a death wish came to our door and just absolutely hammered on it and left before I could answer.
Oh.
This kid left some kind of weird-looking orb on our porch, so I punted it into the trash.
Good.
Probably some kind of spy camera to case the joint with.
Good job, Joseph. You have saved yourself. You didn't accept the gift from the saints. For if you took the saint's gift, the sinner would then come to eat your child next. However, your child is going to die tomorrow because you punted it away. So you need to tell yourself to be ready for the coming problem. I really should have sent him both pamphlets. One about the saints, one about the sinner, to be like, hey, now hide your child inside, find that gift, put it back on your porch, and just leave it there. He should have waited, right? It's too late. His son is going to die. There's no way we can stop his son from dying. We simply have to wait for the call where he's like, oh god, there's my son. It's like, it's too late. It's too late. But also, I'm surprised the gift is so bad. That it's just a camera. Hey, Theodore. Are you okay? Okay, Theodore didn't survive. I don't know what I don't remember what his problem was. But whatever his problem was, he's I'm sure he's gonna be okay. I'm sure he's gonna be okay. Maybe he was at the conference, right? He's sitting back seat of a conference. They're trying to talk. It's just too, but it gets so echoey when you're far. No, Theodore. Beverly.
Some kind of insane drunk man is in our neighborhood, limping around and trying to bite people. Please send help over. The children can't go outside anymore with this lunatic lurching around and chasing the neighbors while wearing this stupid little reindeer headpiece.
What? Wearing his stupid little reindeer headpiece, biting people. Well, I'm gonna say it's a white, but it could also be the sinner, but the sinner should come tomorrow. So it has to be the white, because the sinner can only spawn tomorrow. He had avalanche or I gave him avalanche. I don't remember anything about these people. You know what it is? People believe when you call into a help center that the person on the other side like really cares about you, right? Like, okay, and then they say your name and it's like, I will help you, person name here. But they're reading from a script. Just like the same thing, I don't give a damn about these people. They call, I give them a solution. If it doesn't work, sorry man, that's on you, man. Should have tried harder.
Hello? Are the lines still open?
Who do you think pick up?
The night in our bunker during last night's storm, and it sounds like a ghost town out there. It's dead silent save for the sound of some wandering souls coughing their lungs out. Did the commies drop a deuce on us?
Is it the commies? It's the fucking commies! They're dropping fucking nukes on us! Get in the bunker, honey! It's the commies! The commies are here! It's the commies! It's the hunt. It's not. No, I didn't say the Huns, okay? It's not the commies. It's not the Huns. Fuck! I thought that was it. Some poor souls wandering around in a snowstorm. Wandering around, dead empty afterwards. The hunt. Oh, violent behavior. Hi, Beverly.
What is this garbage info that you sent us? And what does it have to do with getting rid of this insane reindeer man? I don't even know why the police told me to call you in the first place. If no one wants to do their job, I'll have to do it myself, darn it.
I hope you die, Beverly. You thought, damn, I thought that you were good at this, streamer. Well, guess what? It's not about being good at things. It's about farming content. I'm good at farming content, right? I farm these moments because it's about the highs and the lows, right? We had too many highs, so in my head, the scriptwriter in my head said, time for some lows. So I went way lower than we were before.
What's happened
Dennis!
to my husband? I came home from a trip and... Oh, God, it's horrible. The police won't do anything. Please, send someone. What kind of sick person would do something like this? There's so much blood. And straw. So much straw.
I know what happened. They turned his husband into a scarecrow, which is exactly the thing of the perkta. Thank you for finally allowing me to use the perkta. Your husband died for a good cause, and I want you to know that because he gave me the ability to use the perkta. I'm sorry for your loss, though. See? I am good at this. But the scriptwriter in my head said, hey, time for some downhill, you know what I mean? And I was like, alright, fine. You want some downhill? Sure. I'll give you something downhill to talk about. And it worked. Do you know why? Because it caused chat activity. Yep. The moment that you type in chat, you simply reinforce my playstyle. Yep. Sure. Woodrow!
They've reached the bunker! I repeat! They've reached the bunker!
The commies!
Hey, Buckshot! You are radiated freaks! Ah!
It's the commies! Like, people always say the commies, right? But the commies are just people like me. Random Asian person. And it's like, hey, Billy. Ah, it's a commie! Boom! Hey, William, how are you?
The lights. They're so beautiful, yet I feel so empty. So empty.
You have that light thing. I think it's called a time wisp. Yeah, the lights are beautiful yet so empty. Yep. So you're too old to have a midlife crisis. I'm gonna have to ask you to knock it off, okay? Time for you to be the grandfather that you wanted to be. All right? Don't be all like, my life is meaningless. It's too. How did I fail that? It wasn't a time wisp, really? Maria.
My Greta! She's gone! The police won't do anything, please! You have to help me find Greta! Last night someone broke into the house and took my baby! By the time I got to her, it was too late! I saw them jump out the window! I think they might have been an escaped prisoner or something! They were carrying chains!
Wait. Chains. Wasn't there something specifically about chains? Wasn't there something about chains? No. Sound of chains or whose? It's the sinner. So maybe the sinner will always follow on the same day. So actually, I thought the sinner was for tomorrow, but if this game only runs until Christmas, then the sinner is already active at nighttime. The sinner. The shinner. The shinner. I have this list because of the stupid pain on the side. I don't want to be in pain anymore. See, I solved her problem. It's the sinner. So basically, her child's already dead. Hi, Becky.
I think there's something wrong with our heating system.
What?
We have all the windows open right now because we're just boiling alive.
Oh.
I've gone to the basement to manually turn off the heater, but somehow it keeps getting turned back on and cranked up way too high.
Send someone over to fix this as soon as you can. We're sweating up a storm and it's winter. Okay. I was gonna say snow golems, but they don't like the heat. So what could this be? Because you think the heaters are broken, right? So like there, look. Power outages recently faulty. Oh, it could be faulty heaters too. So maybe it is a faulty heater. Is there anything else that turns up the heat though? Again, I have one chance to get this right. But I think this is the only thing that really enjoys the heat to a large degree. At least as far as I can tell. But it is going high heat. So maybe there's a difference here. High heat. It could also be a boggart that has gone into their home and is causing issues, trying to cause a fire. I'm going to say you have a snow golem that's trying to burn itself alive. Because it doesn't want to live in this world that's going to be eaten by the twilight. It's over. It's over. We are now at critical mass. The twilight is going to eat us all, and there's nothing left for us. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you for your time. And looks like we'll never make it alive.
Any punishment I am able to mete out pales in comparison to what will now transpire. Return to thy home and enjoy the last few precious moments of this fertile earth while it remains. Farewell, Rebecca.
Farewell, Carol. Should have paid me more. Assholes.
Reports are coming in of strange green lights appearing in the sky.
Are panicking as the lights approach.
Extreme weather conditions across.
Christmas is ruined! On the final day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a final judgment and a reckoning. We're going to speedrun this. I got this. Leave it to me, chat. I'm a genius, okay? Leave it to me. We just need to finish this. Next call. Hurry up. Thank God there's a button to skip the waiting time. Okay, cool. Okay, go. Hurry up. Call her. Come on. Call her. Come on.
Greetings, Rebecca.
Hurry up.
I'm certain that you've seen the skies today.
She had a sinking. What? How come I can't? Oh, right. That was the person who died from last week. Sorry. Speed.
Please
Some
hold.
Christmas-hating hooligan. You have a common hob. Don't worry, ma'am. You're gonna be okay, okay? Trust me on this one. We need to go as fast as we can, okay? I need to stop the twilight while we still have time. Next caller, hurry up. Let's go. Is it normal for the Northern Lights to be up here in Texas? No, it ain't, partner. In fact, you're gonna die, partner. You're gonna fucking die. You're gonna fucking die. Hey.
They tried taking my baby!
Please hold.
This is not the Mountain Warlock, I don't think. Did I answer Mountain Warlock last time? I'm gonna say Mountain Warlock. Maybe I'm wrong again. I got it! It was wrong. Same issue. There's a nudist, you have a Yule Cat, okay, don't worry about that, you have a Yule Cat. Don't worry, chat, I'm a genius at this game. And now that there's a skip button, now that I know about the existence of a skip button, it gets a lot faster to go back to where we were, so we can speedrun to see the actual ending. Oh, thank God, the storm is bad, my mom got caught in the storm, yada yada yada. I don't give a shit about your mom, okay? She got hurt. I'm gonna say that you're currently suffering from the hunt. Did I say it last time too? A storm, right? A winter storm. Maybe it has to be the hunt. It has to be the hunt. There's no way it's not the hunt. I don't even remember my like answers. It was the hunt. See? Save your mom. Tell her to text me. Tell your mom to text me next time. And, keep it on the down low in between me and her.
Please hold.
Think we're caught in an avalanche. I don't know what to do. Everything is shaking. So it's on avalanche. Because he says avalanche, and I said avalanche, and it was wrong. But it's on avalanche. This is the mountain warlock. The mountain warlock is getting back at them. I don't know why. It was the mountain warlock.
Please
okay, this is the twilight. Please do not look up at the sky. The sky is going to kill you. Please look away. It's the guy that makes holes. There's nobody that makes holes. I don't think there's a single person that makes holes.
There's someone trying to spy on my son, Rich.
Oh yeah, this is the saint. Well, maybe there's a guy that makes holes and I don't remember, but I'm gonna say that you're wrong because as a streamer, I can't admit that I'm wrong. It's against the law, actually.
Some kind of insane drunk man is in our neighborhood, limping around and trying to bite people.
Please
So I said
hold.
this. I tried to say that this was a white last time, but the whites are stuck in their homes, so it's not a white. I think it's the sinner. Because he has a reindeer hat. Yep, I was wrong. Yep, I was wrong. Okay, hello, the commies. Okay, this is the Twilight. It's not the hunt. This is the Twilight. It ain't the commies. It is, however, mother. God damn it! What is it? What is the solution to that one? I don't give a shit about you calling my answers garbage. It doesn't matter.
Please
Okay,
hold.
yours is the perkta. See, it doesn't matter how many people die. We just need one. We need one liver. We need one liver who lives through the day. If this one liver can live through the day, then we'll be good. Because then our cheer will be just enough to survive the coming storm.
The light.
Please
This was not a
hold.
time wisp. This was not a time wisp. Because you would feel a feeling of wanting to better yourself. I think this is actually not a time wisp, but a memory wisp. Although they're odorless, so I don't know how this would work. And this is about not memory. There's another wisp. Wasn't there another wisp here? Sugar wisps? Or... There was something about... Was it this thing? There was a thing up here somewhere. I feel so empty. So empty. So empty. So empty. Frost wisp? Yeah. The lights, they're so beautiful. Shivering, a chill, and sudden lingering thoughts of their own mortality. Let's just go with Frost Wisp. I think it's a Frost Wisp. Because thoughts of their own mortality. And he's slow, like he's cold. Fuck! What is the answer to that one?
My grandma!
Please hold.
Please hold. You're suffering from the sinner. Please hold. Wow. This is a disaster day. This is a huge disaster day. I didn't expect it to be so bad.
I think there's something wrong with our heating system. We have all...
Please hold.
I think this one was the wrong answer, right? I gave Snow Golem and it was wrong. It was it right? I don't remember. Somebody's messing with the heating. Who could be messing with the heating? False artifact? No. But it is faulty heating, because it causes faulty heating. Blue desk hob. No, the hobs clean the place, so it doesn't really matter. Could be a boggart, TBH. Could be a boggart. Because all the windows open. The raccoon. It could be a raccoon. This guy could be trying to kill them. Or, if by process of elimination it's none of those, think about it. Something's trying to heat it up. But the Mouse King is coming to the office, so maybe it's not him. No, yeah, it's not him. So maybe it's the ogress, or I don't know. What is Ice Sprites? No. Yule goat. Yule men. Yule cat. What could mess with the heating that isn't the things that we know already? Could be a troll, actually. Wait, trolls. Right? Will spot missing clothes or claim to hear shrill sounds. Because snow golems do cause faulty or broken heaters. But I don't know how true that is. It could be, pipe hob is something else, I think. I'm gonna say it's a snow golem again. Or it could be a house fire. Like TBH, it could be a house fire. Hans? Behaving abnormally. Bay flu. I'm gonna say it's house. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it! Give us no goal. Ah!
The rocks are alive. I saw them move. They have little pickaxes and they're digging some kind of hole down there. Send help. Send help.
What? The dwarves can cause problems? Really? Oh, they can. Increase heat in their home. I didn't know that. What is going on? Oh god, everything's like shaking. This doesn't feel good. Hi.
They're getting closer. I can't bear it. I can't bear it. I can feel it. It's coming for us. For all of us.
Please hold.
You are suffering from the twilight. Don't worry, Jaina, I'm going to make sure that we have 2.4% cheer this holiday season. It will not go lower. I promise you, it will not go any lower. It's only going to get better from here, Jaina. It's only going to get better from here. Trust me on this, Jaina. I live to take care of all of you. Because all of you are important to me. Not you, chat. These virtual people that aren't real. If I was in this position, we would be dead a long time ago. I'm gonna be honest with you. I wouldn't be able to keep us alive. Hello. Hi.
Hudson here.
Hey.
First off, you're welcome. Me and the
What?
boys had to make quite a mess to do it, but we finally done it.
Yay.
Yeah, that's right. We got you, Your Majesty.
Nice.
The rest of them scattered to the winds as soon as we captured their not-so-mighty leader. Spread the good news around the office and maybe call the IT department, some carpenters, and a plumber as soon as you can. Pretty sure that pipe is going to burst one way or another anyway. Happy Yuletide, season's greetings. Hudson out.
We have successfully stopped the rats from unionizing. That is the best holiday gift this company could ever ask for. We stopped a union. Everyone give it hands up. Clap it. Come on. Clap it. Clap it in your bedroom. Come on. Clap it. Down with unions. Down with you. I love unions. Oh, it's just you, Carol. Hey.
You have worked the miracle once again, Rebecca.
Yes, I did.
Thanks to you, the Lights Watch has passed over us once again. You are truly a lifesaver. As a friendly reminder, the office Christmas party begins on the morrow, so we had best see you there. May the Yule shine upon thee and be ever merry, Rebecca.
What's funny is that they recorded one voice line, but the voice line changes because I'm assuming if you don't get it perfectly, then it goes like this: minimal casualties. Just a couple of deaths. Only some people died. Why is dying considered a bad time? Creative director Nick lives. Rebecca and Rodman. Apparently, Rebecca and Rodman are actually friends. This is a cool Christmas party. Home Safety Hotline. Look, real employees, and look, the one with the soil. Yeah. Hey, Hudson. Oh no. Is that what happened last Christmas too? Is that a hob? It's a hob. I like this idea of like these creatures being things that we have, and because they're so used to it, they just have like they have their office hob. And look, their office hob gets all drunk, and they like hang out with their hob. I actually kind of like that. This one was about the home safety hotline specifically. Okay, that's just weird, man. I like that this one is about the home safety hotline crew specifically, and how they sort of hang out during like doing their work. It's a very nice conclusion to the entire thing, because it's sort of like the faceless few, right? The faceless ones behind your whatever thing that you need to use for whatever reason. They're the ones keeping things going, and so getting to see them feels kind of like nice. It's interesting. Getting drunk, pog. Alcoholics be like getting drunk, pog. Thanks for watching the Home Safety Hotline. I got down to 2.4% cheer, and I want you to know we absolutely succeeded at a goal, which is surviving until tomorrow. And we got to go to the Christmas party, and we got to see our pet hob. I also really enjoy that they decided to take those like fake images of like the crew, because it feels fun to see that like fake images of the crew to see what was going on, right? Sure, a couple people died, but that's sort of neither here nor there. It's not a major issue. I think what we did was great. And again, I really enjoy this concept for a game, and I really wish we saw more of this type of thing. Monsters that sort of integrate, and us integrating with the monsters, right? Dungeon Meshi is probably the closest thing that we'll get in a very long time to a fully realized version of this that you just can't play, but you can watch somebody else play, the main characters. And then this too, in a more modern setting. And I really enjoy both those things for the same reason. It's fun to think of how the monsters would behave in our world if they were real. What a great game. And I'm very glad that we played this DLC. That's all for Home Safety Hotline. You better hope that I'm not the one picking up your phone call. Yeah.